C'est shame. I will see you. Kwabna.
Me da, the soda ya nyoma mienu. Sika eni ntokwa. Me da, the soda ya nyoma mienu. Sika eni ntokwa. Me da, the soda ya nyoma mienu. Sika eni ntokwa. Me da, the soda ya nyoma mienu. Sika eni ntokwa. Me da, the soda ya nyoma mienu. Sika eni ntokwa.
And your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev in.
We will get it. Don't worry. Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev in.
We will get it. Don't worry. Your name is very fascinating. How do you pronounce it? Say it again.
Kevin. Kevin.
Kevin. Kevin.
Like Kev in.
I think I got it. Kevin.
Kev in.
We will get it. Don't.
The NPP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir, the nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with. and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past. PP cannot be underestimated. You know it, I know it. They've been in existence for a long time and have been changing their names up till this day. The nature of who they are. Listen. Munjir. The nature of who they are, what they are, where they've come from, is something they are happy with, and they will be there for a long time. Let's not mimic their behavior. Let us reach into the principles and the values that emerged out of the circumstances that gave birth to us. And if we can hold onto those principles and those values, we will move way into the future and no one can ever defeat us. We will ride and override any obstacle as we did in the past.
All right, good evening and welcome to With All Due Respect Extended Version. My name is Kevin Akoberu Taylor. It's exactly 4:17 p.m. U.S. East Coast time. It's definitely 8:17 in Ghana. Thank you and welcome to the most authoritative news platform on the planet. This show is With All Due Respect Extended Version. My producers are called the Ghost Team tonight. We're here to discuss Ghana. We're here to talk about issues that are relevant, issues that will educate you, the Ghanaian, and issues that will show you that the government of the day led by John Dramani Mahama, they are on the right track. They are focused, and you also have to be focused to make sure the better Ghana that we are resetting and wanting becomes a reality. My name is Kevin Taylor. This show is all over the place. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. It's on radio, and also it's on TV. On TV, search for Loud Silence TV on Multi TV tonight. You'll get us live this evening. Loud Silence TV on Multi TV tonight. You'll get us live. We are in 22 African countries, including Ghana. We're also live on Facebook. Search for With All Due Respect page. With All Due Respect page. We are live tonight on Facebook. And also on Facebook, search for Loud Silence TV. Loud Silence TV. You will get this show live on Facebook. On YouTube, search for Loud Silence TV as well. You will get to watch the show live on YouTube. Loud Silence TV tonight on YouTube. On radio, go to the Google Play Store and download Loud Silence Radio. Loud Silence Radio. If you have an Android device, any other Android device, you can actually listen to the show live on radio. We're also live on iOS or on Apple tonight. Go to the App Store and download Loud Silence Radio. You will be live. You'll be part of this conversation. We are going to talk about Ghana. Very important issues, devoid of tribal sentiment, devoid of childish incantations, devoid of foolish tribal ignorant, mediocre, frivolous, contemporary, foolish masses, idiocy, and contemplating ignorance. This show is going to be about facts and credibility. So I'm here tonight as your host. My producers are called the Ghost Team. Enyumbre Oshami Amidi Edi Kevin Akoberu Taylor me and Amidi Jumadi Huchame Showy Chegu e wiase afa na nyina wo TV so, radio so, Facebook, YouTube and radio so. Into hwe menyibre a dwumade we baby a opebi a obetumi akohwe anasa akotie e wo ho radio so no e radio so e wo App Store and also kuta Samsung anasa any Android device bi a obetumi akọ Google Play Store be download it. Ye app no obetumi ahwe ana sorry etie TV show we e wo wasum. Facebook so called with all due respect page ni any official page on Sabekan Loud Talents TV and so ye page dwumade we etwegu ho Loud Talents TV or YouTube so enyumbre dwumade we etwa egu ewo ehonti nti enyumbre de na ye Ghana ho nsem nchirechiremu ndwudwemu ene se ne Ghana fo be hu no kre no ya ka kire Ghana fo se Ghana betuma fa ne ntoma pa efra na bibia ejina ne na so a no kre enko ene betum de akire Ghana. Thank you Mr. S, it just came in. Thank you. Yeah, no kre enko ene betum de akire Ghana nti who say will be a problem with this platform na because the panel problem with no kre. So who say a could be a problem with platform we are not just a sa ekuo no sebio or more problem with no kre. And yes you can no kre ne de bedi dwuma no so umpeo it does not matter how you feel is your problem and it de be macatro how you feel and I say senior unyo maybe a fa ho and I say ya no e wo problem enya me problem or hanging and say Ghana for beti no kre na say enti I don't care about how you feel. Inti sa unim say it's about baby a free send your kasa woka enton a wobo ana sebia binyo bi eya wo ya bia election bia we lose inti onti ase na eno ha me eya wo na be haw because unye ready so betie no kre no ama sebio agi we free eya jimi mu inti wa ha nwumbre a member to sebi enkyerɛw member power chaw so sebio infantini a wogimi no menka se onim nyansa onyankopɔn fa me bɔ ne nkyɛme inti o infantini na wogimi a meka se wogimi. So I am fantini na ya de pa meka sem fantini nyansani wa ya de aboa Ghana. So you ko ni na onim nyansa meka so onim nyansa pa ebo abaso we ko ni a wogimi a mentwema wo. Sebio oye teni a onim nyansa meka so we teni a onim nyansa we teni na sebio oye de ye na wadwiri mu da ho na oye aboa Ghana mebo abaso. Se sebio oye ahunani te se me maame ekua Monica na se ebia wo ahunani no udi nkwase asem wo Ghana menka se me maame ahunani nti oye ahunani na wogimi a na mabrabra so I can't do that. I'll let you know your foolishness. I'll correct you and also oye ahunani na oye adepa I will sit here and tell you say why ade de oye no nipa eneye ena oye asantini na oye kwase na wogimi a mese kwase meka se wogimi efri se wa anye de ye a e wo se yeteam. So ya santini na onim nyansa na wadwene wo fie na de ye na opɛ na nokre na opa meka se yembo abaso e de se Ashanti regional minister de oye ya santini ba yembo na abaso kwase ampage se che ma wontumi oyegimifo yentumi mbo na abaso. That is how it works. Ahaban dada te na ahaban bono te sebio sa na tie e wasase so akora betumi weja panyini betumi weja akora ba asase de natural order no panyini wuja akora enti panyina wegimi no wantia na odni gimi ekowum eni nti na hum wo ha na medwudwama me magana fo ehu bibia eti bibia ase edien na esi wo Ghana menti ya nipa bi ekeka nsam kyerɛ me anuanom yeginam
asantefo ne akamfo na ye the problem of this country ye de yete so a ye nkanta Juma ye dig Joma ma wo krom ha. Asantefo ne akamfo na ye the problem of this country. Ye de yete so a ye nkanta. Juma asantefo ne akamfo na ye the problem of this country. Ye de yete so a ye nkanta. Asantefo ne akamfo na ye the problem of this country. Ye de yete so a ye nkanta.
The senior goat has spoken upon Chikoko Akasa. You say asantefo ne akamfo mo na mo ye problem of this country. Me yakani into yakani na ohwe me na titiri wo ya asantini a so te ase. Yakanto enya me e kire kwasea ene etunufo a onte. Na kwasea betu kwaseafo a munyina wo da ne kwaseafo. Ini sa na tie. E de na ekoso Ghana mente ya nipa bebrebe bi e kansam embanfo de bia obia Kevin Taylor, unwa akwara Kevin Taylor, unwa abrewa Kevin Taylor, unwa akokora Kevin Taylor, sofo unwa besiriwa edie pa na Kevin Taylor metie media yamo election ba kwa Ghana for MPP for lose ye enti Kevin Taylor no ene makọ twetwa videos bi omzi Kevin Taylor heden Kevin Taylor didi asantefo nyina atam se asantefo bia mogimi wega asantefo di bi na mogimi brutal momobi mogimi brutal yase Kevin Taylor kodi nkremofo atam mo problem me say mo betwetwa video na sie dia 100 hours enko bibia because in kremoni onim nyansa no onim se asem na mo kana nya no kre Kristo di onim nyansa onim se de o kana nya no kre entimi wini mu election o MPP fo ade e betimi wini mu election no munyi mu tribe no nto nkyɛn na mo nka no kre na mo titru MPP fo titru menuanom asantefo ni bi butwa tro dodo mo nka no kre Anything I'm bebre mo bre. It's not about me pleasing you. I will not please you. And what junior will say, oh come ask some, oh can some no. Now I'm a Kevin about the moa because hey, Dabi. Sebi Fantinia with Jimmy, Asantinia with Jimmy, Crobonia with Jimmy. I'm not going to sit here and entertain foolishness. No, I'm not going to do that. Say, why readiness among person but tenacity? Namu adia emamu elusi election no. Namu beka no kracha Ghana for namu beda ho edwumuto a munjumuto na me fam ho. Ah? Esi appease at she ye. Ah ye mamu mo amonkodi a musumundi a anadwomu da komi me na me da kom. Dabi Otu said in an appeal, and you bring a session and you table to be brave. A second at a man cramine, uti peas that yet men and assassin. Quasiato Mayanya, a yet market in ye mount. Monsorin Suruso, Senabe Jatoma. Na a jana and she or more sebio imagine ye juma. Mumubi, mwe Jimmy. Mo, sa a santifoni bi, mwe Jimmy papa. Yet netinemo. Yabetinemo. Messi mean to my NDC and family who. And I said, we more kind 8 years. But we will force you people, some of you, to think. And that is what we are doing. We are cleaning the system. We are making sure the right things are done. Meantime, it is our junior will say, Obetznaho, Ede, Asama to Obiano, me, it does not change anything for me. Because Anajo, Mokodamu Senior Swa, Mudawa, Mu Jimmy, Mubi, Mu Jimmy, Mu Yanyan Sadia, some Mubi, Mu Yanyan Sadia. That is how it works. So I'm not going to come sit here and say, oh, Sebio, Obia can say Tia Kevin Taylor, and Obi Jina Peas that did matter me say 80% I'm ranting Baba one mubi a monenam peas at Muni store peas at what more as antiphony be monenam peas at away, ya Jimono, and your one amuya Juma, Mumubi, where Jimmy. Some Hajuni Juma, Mobile Ashanti Regional Minister, Malachi peas at no Mumubi must say tribe Kumo. Ebe hiamo eni tina nipa bi bum mumbu yisemu ye nkurasefo money ye mo actions na ntwe bo ho mumu bi agimi nti mo so mo ba wi akokokon na ntwe na bo ho no 1005 nie anwa ka ho sika ka ho mo so mo pe akokokon enya gimi na mumu bi mo agimi a any tribe any party na adokro mo a ankasa na ebe ye wo so waka Kevin Taylor asam edi Kevin Taylor anya den ana mumu bi mo bodam. Thank you, Mr. S. Thank you, Mr. P. We are not going to entertain foolishness and mediocrity. And if somebody thinks, say, Kevin Taylor, you can't say me, you did Kevin Taylor tell me he's going to backtrack, mo bodam, mumubi. Mon ko twa na munyi mumubi ni mfrim na mon kekensie ni na mon fanko hia mon fanko menhia otumfo kora hwe me entenye de wo be ka na besesa bibio mon ka no kora na nkyere Ghana fo nantwie bo ho mungi nantwie na monwe eja to PZ enya aban dia o PZ enya aban dia yase mon sorry eye hydrant ne so na yentumi mbu nsuo ndum ja nyansa ne ne ye ka kire mo mumubi na mo asai dodo mo afi moto ena mo use mo muhubi ena mo 6 and 9 ena nkwasi asam ye kana bubu ofu ena na asase ena ni asase ona na di vitamins otufo say to na pia odidi wi the vitamins ka ho ma ne nom e ma ne ye fine also otufo onyini so no fe wodu Jimmy to PZ ye ka no kora kire say wodwatire be hye wodu kwasi ase o ye PPD to ti ase edam ena wobo munya ready na monka no kora nkire mo ho. Tell yourselves the truth. Moka no kora kire mo ho a mubehu problem ni nyina solve problem no because me sebio enya de me besi dan wa santimemu menye epuni ho eho nye fe ba me ba besra me nyonko asantimemu nti busa mo sa de ntina kwa me deswa besi ne dan won kran kweku otin mu sisi o dan won kran ade ntina mo ntina asantimemu because mu bi no mu ye nkurasefo you are not ready to change hwe na nti mo je samo kan sa na ne amoa mo ana mo mutimu ya mo de ohun ana mo mutimu no ana mo de mo bi no mo no bofuro nkwan na afamu me Pentagon coliasis nim mo ni Pentagon coliasis na mo kan kwase asam na ntwie bo ho na ntwie na bo ho no emo 1500 bags also ope mo 100 bags a yese ka ase nam kwan so wo ye nipa na wo twen enti me maka kire mo Sa sika na mojiji no PZ ni nyina mubusa sika na wen. Sika na yado hye munsem. How many MPs if you are santimim na one crime? Mo ho hye no. Mo MPs na moko sa lie sebio mu bi ko sa lie ekoko ntokwa. Eko di nkofo atem. Eko di nkofo atem edi omani. Edidi omo maame no papa atem. So omo de omo nya asantefo na moko to abama omo na omo tenkran na emu san e na aba be ka kire mo say omo beboa mo mu bi mu agimi. Mo MPs no 38 or 39 na omo gu nkran no. Eja to omo PZ okumase no. NDC aban na suma ejinamufoɔ sɛ ɔmbrɛ moduane. Regional Minister NDC ni asantini ba. MPs no mugu nkran na mukɔsa ala ekodidi nkɔfo atem. Sɛ ɔmo yɛ nkwasiafoɔ, mo de abusuafoɔ na mo pɛ, wo mo yɛ asante, ɔmo kodu nkran no, emu sɛn ɛna aba. Anyanya bia sanke expect sɛ anka 39 ni nyina betu aba sɛ yɛn nyina na yɛ asantefoɔ MPs. Ɔmo hu mu sɛ mo agimi. Ɔmo tenkran, ɔmo ni atekyɛn mo. Mumu bi ni yetubufo amonte. Eni nti na mu twi mudi no. Ye pizza tashe, ena Kevin Taylor, Kevin. Kevin Taylor dabio. Enye wonum kankan na do be ko heaven o. Nyanse da utrim ene tactics abe use na be do ko heaven. Mo MPs 38 or 39 na ende omu nyina o parliamentar. Mo so mo asantefo MPP fo. Mo na mo ko to abayi omo no. Sa MPs ni nyina omo wayin. Ade na manfo ba sa amba. Because omo hu se mo mu bi mu agimi, mo hia t-shirt. Inkoto abonike ene red kakra na asa. Weja munie. Me nyini a me hu asante hema hu na ni tuntum da so tuntum se yuo fe me nyini a me hu ya asanto a mo amose ya asantini ba me hu ne kala etese me tuntum se yuo me na asante hema na me chia wo ene asante san kofo mo ka sei obia ye red mo mudu heaven a ye beka sei na mo free mo yusu ma hem edi me matem mo kan we are no public ko mu fie na sokodu etuetu oma no se nwan onte ase se maka kire de se on sorry nsuo no so na yenye eho ni yie onte ase inti o the MPP na betare na koma ho na nipa na okogina mu ekoto abama na otenkran eji 200 million eji ede esika no ni refi nipa no uyo dwan oh Mose nka mama ne mo a anka me ti be hye binim mo bibi we mo imbesiri what say man no red mo bia mu nsem a lines da mo I say Uzbekistan map mo ho lines mo ho kan mo de hanki fam kom na masade afam nim imbesiri what say mo besua nyansa tu nkwarafo say de ekoso ne nye ye de anti bibia de nu mbon ya no wa manu se apes munnim nyansa yentumi muamo. The president of the republic eja toho the same day the next day no bedru ho president odi Ghana so oja Ghana problem nyina be hwe mwa te se mumubi mwa te se mo a mudi na tem se onye nipa mumubi mwa mudi president atem o ye teninti ede se onye nipa oja na dwuma ho ba mo ho be hwe mu inkuro na mo bo no ho no enya president na ma musika wo enya aban the CPZ o mo na mo se mo na asase. What is your problem? Monum se emotion pain to se den monum nyama. Inti saade wona mode tete mo ma. Mo bi mu agimi. Eni nti na MPP hu mu se mo asai. Eni nti na potimi gina santimemu na waka kire mo se mo bi mu hia t-shirt keke. Hamo. Munyina munim me. And there me contest city bia wa santimemu a nipa ba ko obetumi ma ko head to head e bia wenya 3 votes na we dey beat me o 2-4 obi enu obetumi contest ma Ashanti me wini city bia me contest wa Ashanti region me wini na hwan na nim wa santimemu hwan na nim chanchan hene Kevin Taylor wa santimemu it shows to say I am in your homes me force mama je no kredi me se me ekobedu se me ba Ashanti region baby any me contest ya me wini why na nim me wa Ashanti region wo dem everybody knows me because me can chronicle eya mo ya but me no me dwuma de say o se me sesamo mumu bi no me sesamo me say Ashanti region bantama me ni O24 say to nana pia wo fa asene me do me ni O24 contest ya obe wini or the 3 votes me na me ka kire wo and it me how powerful Asantifo bi agiatum who why na be ma ofie O24 nko a be ma ni Asantimemu se be ma Asantimemu a anka mo humi anka mo hompu sei and I am not going to stop me gina mo so no kra ne de mo mpe eno so na me de be gina mo so mo de mo betima akotie gimi no on say what say na se bi o mpe no kra ya atro na ya de but don't say mo humi na mo yemu hyehye mo I am not going anywhere. And I am promising you people, and I am promising God and myself, me say, I am promising God, onyankopon yo hatasuri, enemy ankasa me ho, until se mumu bidodo no besesa, minjai da. Because en ketwa na mo ba na e wo se save wo from mumu bi mpenifo na mo gimi wa santimemu no. Enti ye ne pese save nkwara no, se na be ya akwara bi nsori, na wondi 21, 22 nka se, na me maami agimi ntimi so magimi, never. Hey, mubetuma twist words na aye de mo pese mo ye. I control the Ashanti region. O24 say to wa me na wo ho, me se me ne nana. Ne wo fa asene me. Me ne contest bantama seat O24 or the 3 vote penny betume. Because I am popular in the Ashanti region. And I'm popular in your homes. And I'm popular than your political party, the MPP. Because youth na mo ba no, almost sia say no kure ne betuma gya santeman. Do ya be ma no onyini todua. On fa ni tadua meto abontene. Be ma ni fie Bema ni de okuta no kure, bema ni de ode no kure edi dwuma, bema ne me. It has not matter on say, almost start here. Kevin Taylor ye say, afi omo na mam say se sia na ye pese, ye insight Kevin Taylor, ye ma eye inkremufo, inti yenkotwa video bi, ni anka se Kevin Taylor di kremoni a onim nyansa, ohun se mo MPP fo bebre mo gimi. Se kremoni onim nyansa no. Yanko for Kevin Taylor old video bi ni embebo ni anka se Kevin Taylor didn't kremofo ateme say inkremoni bia onim nyanse bia wo Ghana nim se mo MPP fo mo gimi into the sa video no be ka che kremofo so mo nya den omontan Kevin Taylor obodam na you say kremofo yankwasiafo Sign na mo ye from 2017 Kevin Taylor the MPP Kevin Taylor the NDC regional position 2020 the same thing emfa wo mo fa no kra ne mra until you people bring the truth. And videos there, social media na abano. Hey, there are so many editing platforms. Ube tuma kwa editing the episode can be. Kekani nyina see ni and sambi bia. It will not change anything. It may advice abde ma mo Asantifo ni bi. Munyi bi ni free ho because sa na mo ye ebeboa mo. Enti me show na mo kati. That is why on semi production are very strategic. Every year we change background. In this whole study me show now, go back 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. Every single year, my production team they change the background because we know, what you see now go phone to me and you're just 2-3 people, a lot. Ain't he? Kevin Taylor, I say Kevin Taylor, yes, what can same way. That ben or can no check it. Every year we change backgrounds. In this answer about comment to Kevin Taylor video, we share background. And they say this year background ben no easy. Last year background ben no easy. Baby strategically, we know what we are doing. Nothing is going to change anything, and I'm not changing. I am not going to change. I'm going to change. But apart from that, nothing is changing here. Me jina Asantifo ni bi so. It's for a specific reason. Because me hu se mo Asantifo ni bi titiri mu a mo nyini kakra du 50, 45, 50 ekono. we dangerous, mo mubi, we dangerous. Mo na mo say omo mo form no. Ya pese mo line ye stop mo. On sa ambesi we no kasa kase. Eyasi mesri we. Sa ankofia emami ansa no kasa kase. Ohu omo ho makeup any omo sonkronsuo any krodo so any ma we mu ahenhame any sa ankwase ade na omo de asrasra la tesebina ne pokre ne sokre no. Sa group no mo ne pese the last group a mo jimi wa asantime mu. Ya pese omo ba no esua bibu foforo. Enti mumu bi na mo jimi no deliberately ya pese stop jimi no wo ho. We are cutting it short. And in the 2024 elections, numbers no. The young man no was antimemu no Jimmy yo, onya kwasia wo. The young lady no nama antimemu no Jimmy ye. As we speak to you, there are so many things happening now. Aban no eye de abo asanteman imbebunu. In 2055, 45 na oda wutu Jimmy mu. If you say wona nas wo se wabi etena fie ka kire wo say na ano no ena na ano no ono na ano na ho na wo ho na ukuta saa de ma bedru nne da bi ya maba wo Jimmy akowu nti I am drawing the line, may draw line no may cut him off and most I 45 50 na mo Jimmy T MPP mu no saa my ideology no emba for mu biem we have cut it off mo pa mom kan de mo pesa mo ka Mom can de mopesa boka Jimmy no ye twaso from 2024 emba back en sane for mu biem say obi betuma begina baby ena me ena yese Rollins ye say ena me na bi ka kire me san kwase aka sare nya adwuma biem kan de ebetuma kire santeman me support wo say wa anya sa it will never work enti say munye ready me you are not my target 45 50 60 munya me target ehia me from 18 17 18 from 12 13 14 15 16 17 18 I want them to demand development me pese omoni bie me pese omu hu adekudie nti omo to aba me pese omo yi omakoma free tribe ho na omo hu politics different from the chieftaincy me pese omo hu se aye ahinie ene politics enya ade baako. Those are the ones we are grooming and educating. You didn't know kure catch romo. It's more this life 55 ukono mwe jimi no. You bet siyama mumaku. But the ones down there, we will help them to understand. Say adebia one krenbiano, ebi deserve say ebi beba kumase. Adebia efebia one krenbiano, e will say biba kumase. And the young ones are the ones we are targeting. My target is not most ambassador mo kan mumubi. Mo you are my target too. Now when mama say na mo ni o madeda. Ye hwe so gu mo mai se kokohwe de kales vowi me imbebunu na hia me. I want to change the Ashanti mentality. I want to change the young Ashanti youth. I want to change the young Ashanti girl. Ono so be bold, ono so be confident, ono so be who say so be one crying bibi as a young girl and being confident. I can also be confident, and that Asantini akwara Sorenka say me bese be kobo bra one crying. I want to end it. Inti what I am doing, you might not understand. I am building a new Ashanti, and that a new Ashanti needs to be prosperous. It needs to be be ambitious, and that is the Ashanti I'm building. I'm building an Ashanti that has what? That has confidence. I want to build an Ashanti that when that Ashanti steps out, the confidence level is not ignorance. Some confidence are ignorance. So, Obua, or you're ignorantly confident. And majority of you people sana motie etutu mu kwase bi not Facebook and TV so or kasa gbegbe Nigerians say you smart but you ignorantly confident why you be say the all kan nyansa wo so na nyansa nim and we want to shaping the minds of the young Ashanti kid. This is a long-term project. My project is not about Monkwasi Afurambodi 45 near the idea Mumubi and Jimino. No, you are not my target. When you are sending your message, you need to know where you are going. I am trying to change the mentality. The young Asantini Akwara. I want that mentality. No? I want to change it. I want them to yearn for development. I don't want them to be like you people are. They be a year no more ho. Me person new ones no more no. Industrials. Me person wear the type or ko SS, JSS or ko university post me ko tnankran. I want to stop it. I want them to believe in where they are and how they can demand for development because almost so ebe toaba. That is what I am me figure and me target. Now, more I don't even think about you people. I don't care about you people. And Ubusa Otumfo said to Nana Piao, he will tell you, say, Kevin Taylor is on a good course. Because on him say, age from 45 upwards, Muna Moya Asantimai, Muna Mugua Santimai. Otumfo knows. Because Otumfo atna broche to seme. Neniati onim de ye. Now you say what in crying. Ne ye event bia won crying. O you say na Otumfo ya. O you say ade papa bia ba e kon crying. O you say nya ne ya. Ene ya wona kumem. So I want to bring confidence, prosperity, and development home. It will seem kwasia meso kwasia we Jimmy. I'm not going to mince words. I'm telling you. And I'm who straight. Na me ko hu video bi yesi chema untumi. To John Mahama for say untumi for. Abuwa toruwa. John Ma yesi chema untumi gina stage so. Ena John Mahama to Kevin Taylor for. Yes, we dear Santifo atem ampa me dear Santifo mo jimi di bi atem. Asantifo ni bi o mo jimi no me di o matem. Do ye be ma no tware hwe amra. Yes. Me see Asantifo ni bi o mo jimi no. Ano mo gu PZ jimi no me di o matem. Do so ye be ma no twedua. Wo kwase ampenchi se wo chema wutumi tena radio so. Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman, with all due respect, man, this is so ye hu no so ba wa santimemu da when it comes to academics, intelligence. People who have conducted themselves as a woman of substance. Wa wo emanema abenya PhD. O kwasia te se wa obema hwe left. O nan koko ni wa hwe left. Kwasia wo wadwene hwe left. O tena radio so na wo di Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman atem. O kwasia sanke ye kai ka beka se MPP menhia na ekekere no. Ke beka se tia otumfo na meboa aboa. Sanka me betena ha. Me se aden se menhia ene eti MPP. Bafo akoto the £700 into the oye no and then otumfo nkasa nkyerɛ. But I know so otumfo nya politician. I cannot look at your stupidity no emfa nkomo otumfo. I will deal with you as a foolish idiot. Oh say mo na na mo refi mo ho mo agimi. Mo bi no because mo bi na mo MPP ka mo ngimi yanka eye den na nka obitumi tena ho ebo ni nsema che ma wontumi. Kwasia we kuro bi anka body trimutuo. Hwe galam so oda say 9 oda say a minor. Ekrobia North Korea nke hanging wo wiem kwasia we da ho je mic na nipa bi di nachi ene na kire se mumu bi mu agimi wadwa hey inti yanti bi da inti Kevin Taylor me say me ende me begina bantama na me contest ya nipa ba ko pe ene betube win against me otumfo say tutu or the 3 vote pe and be winning against me. Nobody in the Ashanti. Me a popular chain MPP. Yes. I am bigger than your party. I decide party no the way it should go. My catch them 42 years and over. He will stay in opposition. Ain't the advice na chema to me. Wako jina ho jimi ho no. Mesra o. Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman infantini te se me ofiri krom. O te se infantifo mana almost team fantimemu abibu omo no. Infantifo mana udi o matem no almost Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman de busuafo firi ho. Ete se me na sefo ni bi ne me. Into do kwase atena TV so because of politics na opeso denigrate Professor Nana Opoku Ajiman. Eno TV da ho. Why na mu bodam. Udidi na tem no so na udi infantifo atem ana meboa. Udidi Nana Opoku Ajiman atem o radio so no. Na odwin say udidi dagati ni atem na udidi infantini a oye mebusuani atem. O bodam. O jimi. Me say wo Cambodia nke bow trimutuo galamsey ntinki ku ato atwene. Ba Ghana na ye jimi kakra. Yama democracy no akata yetiri ho nti amanfo ni jimi ane yesoso omoso. Ghana na ye jimi kakra. Galamsey a wodi akunipa wo Ghana. Wo dia destroy in sase asay nsu anipa num nsu wu ka wo sa wo ke wo say hangel. So I am not going anywhere. The also a bemo chediano. Only the ontumbra me metwaba. And I'm going to say this. I am not changing anything here. My target is the young ones. I will change the Ashanti Kingdom. ankonya any aboso omta sentiment omta mechi. Until nothing will change. And as Antefo Munimu Nyansani knows, say Kevin Taylor is speaking the truth. And Enyamu Jimmy, Mumubi Jimmy, Tina Meja idea me, and I'm not going to stop it. You didn't catch him that. You say as Antefonia come for Mameka be binchro. Okay, team, we are still within time. Okay? Nyabutre, let's study trend way very well. Yene, we don't come here to speak. We do a lot of work. When we say for some time now, I come for Omaka. Majority of them, they don't support asantophobia actions. And I won't study it. Me madam for pa, ma me asantini. Madam for pa, so ya asantino free asantem ampong. Oni me nya problem. But I won't say intra. Because on one him send in call for the be, the omo yenye. Nya abutrene study, conversation, study, aya akam for maka, ko for, bono for, fante for, aya achim for, dien. Who study omo pa? On says slowly, they are all separating themselves from Asante 4. And I'm study here. On say you don't get a lot of them supporting Asante 4 bidiomo yeno. Gradually, Asante 4 you be isolated. And I'm not saying this in a bad way. I'm saying it in a way me beso ti ase say de mo ye de mumu bi no mo na mo ba asamo bre Asante ase. It hardly do you see Achimini. Hardly do you see Kouni, hardly do you see Fantini, hardly do you see Akani Onya Santini defending Asantini. And I won't study it. It should tell you something. Maybe you people say you are not dynamic enough. Your horizon and you're too wide into muhu. But sit back and do your own checks. You will see it. The other account for group, they are slowly detaching themselves from Edian Asante 4, Busahusa Adentra. It is because some of you have deliberately decided, say, and slowly they are beginning to realize, say, you people are dragging them along. And it's a what study, I can form a cat seme. Hardly do you see a canil for defending Asantini. Hardly do you see that. It is because now they are beginning to see, say, you people are selfish. Some of you, we are selfish. And then they be a catch say Asante was Asante ni dom. Because I can form a car and the Asante ye dom. Now dear tina u Facebook ho. Tina u dan kura never kurabasha mpase. Na kaka nkwasi asem it will get to a point Asante be hiamwa Asante nyebi. Because see a petumia yes I can for and the MPP buy. Yenya tumia yes MPP ni frimensia and the omo maka no mani ti omo maka no masati buso omo ho nsem efri se mo ankasa Asante beka se ewo me na ewo yen enya de pe ade kro, meaning they are beginning to know say ye petumi a mo de omo yen kwase adwuma yenya tumi a e ade hye dia. Hardly do you see akamfo a omo sorry so mo defend Asante 4. Dangerous. It is the beginning of the end. And the better, the quicker, yenya Asantefo bi mo beja tum na mo bie munsem agi obia me di no kura kekere Ghana no, you will lose mo Asantesem no. I am telling you. Na mo kakra na munim nyansa Asantefo no, muntu agimi fo kakra no fo se de mo ye no, you are making us very unattractive. Me say I don't hate Asante. Me wa fa no 2482. But I'm giving you an advice, to swallow. It hurts. But me there, from my observation, hardly have I heard I can near for fra what you to say obe defend your Santini. Hardly do I see that. Busa on that question, because it's looking like continuously Asantefo bi menka so munyina Asantefo bi na obe jimino. You have decided to disrespect akamfo omaka nyina. That is why now it is even difficult for you people to get a akamfo amo from some nuanom to defend you. And that's what we say. Obi e defend Asante na Asantini sebio wejimi kakra. And so those times uhu akani na o defend Asante and then yes sir. If you say chairman want to meet Asante memu, etna radio so edi Professor Nana Opoku Agyeman tem. Adentra onye MPP ni to on free menhia na enyanko 40 eye Asante memu no mo support it. Infante 40 say me omo akanfo omo nyankwasiafo. What we do here, we educate you people and we show you the reality. And you have a problem with us. The problem you have with us, and you say, because that is your problem. And I'll leave you with this. Take your time, sit down and ask yourself, you will understand where I'm coming from. Da bena mi hu se akani mfantini bi defendia santini. Da bena mi hu se bununi bi defendia santini. Domani bi defendia santini. Da bena mi hu se kouni bi defendia santini. Da bena mi hu se achimni bi defendia santini. Da bena mi hu se brekum ni da bena hu bi. Ache. It is showing. And because some of you mom pano krenti mutieti Jimmy for. It is not my wish. Say I wake up one day and Ashanti has become weak. No. It is not my wish. But if you don't work towards it, you people will disintegrate. So beyond time, election 2024, visit every regional. Everybody is seriously working and concentrating on how to build themselves. Techiman eja toho you didn't hear anything again. They are back to build their lives. You didn't see them turn it into politics. Srem eja to jombi oho. You did not see people turn what happened into politics to try and make it look like say it's a party in government. NDC adiabi srem eja toho market share. Greater Accra eja toho. In less than 72 hours, people are back trying to put their lives together. Ebe sinne ya na wuti PZ MPP NDC mumu bi mu Jimmy me ka kire mu amonte. It is only in the Ashanti region and kwani to abawia you people cannot put your flags under your bed and go back to normal life, and that is what is destroying you people, some of you. Enti mo life no hovers around my political party until you are not able to think outside your political party. Until at the papa be bar that you people deliberately decided somebody pushing away. That is your problem. Kevin Taylor is not a problem. I have never been your problem. It is you yourselves. You have been problems to yourself. Man, I'm a problem. And you me. Media Obanyansa for
Asante account for the problem of this country. Yet is what young can't. Asante account for the problem of this country. Yet is what young can't. Asante account for the problem of this country. Yet is what young can't. Asante account for the problem of this country. Yet is what young can't. Asante account for the problem of this country. Yet is what young can't. Asante account for the problem of this country. Yet is what young can't.
Kwatina mi mosjo wulu echire ho eye Methodist dan na chire ho ne ya seria because asem no kan ne nya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kore akama ne nya no kore tina mi mosjo wulu echire ho eye Methodist dan na chire ho ne ya seria because asem no kan ne nya no kore eti de wo ye you should know say I know it better. Binu apa no 2016 me no na na ebo jandam ye fa bibi jandam asem ne nya no kure akama ne nya no kure.
Ghana is a very funny country, eh? All right, good evening. I want to say good evening to Andy P. Willie P says good evening from Willie P. Willie P is telling Andy P good evening. So wherever you are, Andy P, Willie P says good evening. Hey, PP to PP. Willie P says good evening to Andy P. Andy P. This is coming from Willie P. All right. Now, let's take care of business. Mamika we've been show idea NPP for a year. The government is doing a lot. And we are Ghana na Otuaba. You ask yourself, say, John Mahama and Sema Okaya in opposition. Again all year. John Mahama's government, they have been in power for 95 days or 94 days. And do 100 days. But you ask yourself, say, again buying a year. What is the government doing? Is the government putting things in place that will give you that hope to say, this government is actually here to help. Before I go on, I forgot. This boy is a criminal. His name is William Anefisapo. He is a thief. Answer 92 days. Answer Abasodo. This boy, his name is Williams Anefisapo. Oyewi. Wakofa Cambodia from baby do makosha aqua safari usede. I've sent my team to go and find. We are trying to find the background of those. Cambodia former or Japan, Chinese former from Yunubi. Wakosa sawa go aqua safari. And oko dupi omo. This boy is a thief. Your friend Williams Anefisapo. Now, those ladies now call some free China usede abano. Omu ya kromfo. The idea is to dupe Ghanaians. Mr. S, get me that video on his page. There's a video of him and some Chinese ladies who said he brought them to dupe people in Ghana. Williams Anefi Sapon is a thief. Do the video for 2 seconds. What about them? This boy, Oyewi. Ne papa ekan cartel no. His father is also a thief. Ne mame ensu eyewi. Me ka kire mo say. Sa boy we senko legitimate. In seven watch church ne wakeke nyina na the 2 seconds baba video say me ne obi ankotena meeting asimbo John Mahama din say John Mahama is my friend and that the gold zukna me de bano he has nothing to do with it. Me say ombra bontina ombeka side in 10 seconds. Na ombeka che Ghana for say or a doctor or no certification money medical doctor ni. So William Anefi Sapon, TV, wherever you see this guy, if you're a business person, if you're a multi-million-dollar business person, wherever you see this guy, on LinkedIn, on Facebook, on Twitter, anytime this guy gets in contact with you, do not respond to him. He's a thief. He's a hardened criminal. He lives in Ghana. He creates an environment for you to believe he's a billionaire. He isn't. He is a fraudster. He's an internet fraudster. He's very good at cunning, lying to people. He's a trickster. So if you're watching me from Asia, from Europe, from America, anywhere on this planet, this guy called Williams Anefi Sapon, nobody should ever, if you have even initiated any business dealings with this criminal, today, cut it off. Call him and cut it off. He's using the name of the President of the Republic of Ghana to dupe Arabians. He's using the president's name to dupe Asians. This guy has no legitimate business. Whatever he tells you, it's a lie. So I want the world to know that this young man called Williams Anefi Sapon, no businessman should do business with him. That thing that he calls a clinic isn't a clinic. It's never a clinic. It will never be a clinic. It's a place where they commit a lot of crimes. So nobody should work with this guy. He's a fraudster. We have told him to come out to let the world know that he never had meetings or any meeting with any Arabian using the president's name as a bait to dupe them. He should just come out and clear himself. So this criminal, for some time now, has decided not to do what I have asked him to do. And I'm not going to stop. until he does what I have asked him to do, I am not going to stop. So where are we winning this boy? His name is Williams Anefi Sapon. He's a criminal. He's a thief. Ne papa nie. This ne papa nie, ne papa sunie. Papa we ni boy ne krono obo. Ne papa enso eka krono no ho. The dad is part of the cartel. When he dupes people, ne papa ne man directions. Sibia owie sika no bibia offer sika no kwhye. This man ono ene hye de ba ne chi a omudi sa abon no anything on to me kan chere ne ba ne say he should come out, make a video and tell the world it's got nothing to do with what I'm saying. Nema Aminie, the mom is also an accomplice. She's also a criminal. Oyewi. Mema obiane ni nye business wa Ghana. Wakwati sa, Messias, get me that video. I need to play it for the Asians to also know that this guy is in Ghana duping some ladies. Let me tell you. Odoba, not wakwa share hotel be, or see oh hadie, aqua safari, dien, oboa. A Juma or Shishamomo, or Yamba Nisika. Messias, get me that video from his page. Go on his page. He has this video with these Asian ladies. He is about to dupe them. He is about to dupe them. So, my team, they are working on it. When they bring the video, I'll show it to you. All right, Mommy Anka, the can't want some. I want you to understand, sir. I want you to understand, sir, the NPP as a political party, they don't have any plan now. Now, the government of the day, John Mahama's government, they are doing a lot. Also, for almost over a week now, you just space where to you did not get any credible platform that could educate, enlighten, and let you really know what is happening in Ghana. It is because majority of the platforms in Ghana, no, they don't respect your intelligence. Now, the government of the day is working. And there was a reason why 2024, Ghana for Bebre Ekoto Aba Emma NDC. So you ask yourself, Meto Aba ma NDC. NDC did 92 days in power. A day no mutumaye. Don't forget, in less than 100 days, e-levy is gone. E-levy was brought by NPP. NPP na kofa e-levy beto also. John Mahama shall say, on any NDC government, they will take away e-levy. And no kahuna nipa bebrebe amowo Ghana henyina ekoto aba. And in less than 100 days, 92 days, John Mahama e-levy free ho. A big deal. Extra no korea the NDC government and the president because only the NDC more social contracts. Say politicians shall bobby now we in this war. Also say politician who try the ball. That is how it works. As we speak, the NDC government almost betting taxing. It is a big deal. And in your way Ghana, you need to concentrate on because you want to build a nation. Now nation now building obi a carpenteri, obi a masoni, obi trabet, obi a Muslimi, obi a Christian, obi a welder. So every part the government touches, I will say affect your life positively. Into your betting tax if you are your group of people are more economy touch you more positively e-levy if you are majority of Ghanaians. Me wa businessman friend be all Ghana na e-levy wo na o send the salary through mombo o 60 million on just the e-levy tax na that's no 60 million or a contractor of Ghana. I said, Kevin, how? I said yes. So John Mahama and the NDC taking away e-levy is a big deal. 92 days. We are talking about emission tax. MPP in the by John Mahama catchable position say obey ye free ho. Truly, John Mahama ye free ho. These are the reasons why you voted. And until before election 2024, Nambi Busa say, "Dientina otuaba." Oya huneni adenti na oto aba. Oya santini adenti na ojina so to aba. Oya bununi adenti. You need to know the reason why you voted. You voted because of e-levy, eko. You voted because of betting tax, eko. You voted because of emission tax, in which tax ye free. John Dramani Mahama, as we speak today, through the education minister, they are in the process of eliminating double track. In fact, the last time I told you, say, the minister, any GS, any information about trouble, to say, you're changing Quran school now on mobile date. And if you say, the government has started preparation in eliminating double track system. 2027, we trust here. This is big deal. And remember, when I'm going to introduce the double track system, the NPP, we are talking about coders job as we speak today. The minister, communications minister, or say, Enquara 250 or China, on the 16th, sorry, the 1 million coders program, no, and this Yabayadin can start you. Say, in the 4 years, they will train 1 million young people in coding. 16th, the minister is going to launch it already. NIPA 250, they have been put through the training. This is a big deal. This is a big deal. We are talking about 92 days in office. Anytime I catch a Ghana for say, there's a lot going on. And you see, when you want to reset and you want to change the lives of people, you start it gradually. And omo distracted and they will see it. And you crowd about better kubisa code Mickey. And you crowd about adding the other taxes now, e-levy kubisa contractors. This is a big deal. It is happening. Now, the question is, all these things happening, no? Busango say, what is the opposition doing about it? They have no answers. The NPP as a political party, they have no answers to these things. Because when it comes to governance, when it comes to nuclear honesty, when it comes to consistency, the NDC in 92 days, Ghana for say, they think about the people and they are ready to serve the people. So what we are seeing, the country is being changed gradually. The reset is happening. But the opposition, Busamu say, what do they have to offer? They have lost power. Their candidate got 38%. They lost all the seats in parliament. They have just 88 pigs left in parliament. Now, Busamu say, do they have a message for you to prove to you, say, they are a worthy opponent? In the future, in 42 years, no, you will consider them? No. But what have they resorted to? Distraction. They have resorted to what? Something we call distraction. Because the NPP as a political party, no, they know, say, all the things that NDC Kaya, John Mahama Kaya, no, they are delivering. Let me tell you, I had 92 days out of 4 years. Out of 42 years. 92 days. This is what the NDC have been able to accomplish. Now, there are other challenges ahead. The NDC needs to make sure they solve, because in opposition, they told us things like Galamsey, unemployment. These are things the NDC government promised that they are going to tackle. For 92 days, so me say e-levy court, me say betting tax court, me say emission tax court, me say double track system. Yeah, sa ye free ho, me say free SHS in Canadian and ye coding. Yeah, but started 250 people have already passed out. We are talking about a GRA exceeding their target. Then I should be hopeful that this government, when I give it 42 years, it can change things. Because nowhere in this world can any government change our status when it comes to how our forest and how our environment has been degraded in 4 years or in 3 months or in 92 days. No, actually, wait, Jimmy. For you to sit on TV or radio to say, Galamsey, actually, you don't even understand the problem. Oh, when you look at the NPP as a political party, it's the same thing they did when John Mahama introduced the 24-hour economy. They will sit on radio. Ombekacho will say, 24-hour economy mentiasie, but who define it now or say, and you are wrong, and your papa. Adia won't tiasie, uni hu knowledge. Then I'm say it can never be implemented. It means you know what 24-hour economy is, but you are refusing to understand because of your foolishness. The same thing. These MPP, without due respect, almost say moi. Tell my NDC introduce 24-hour economy. I'm catch Ghana for say they don't understand it. NDC for church them, but say NDC need to TV so church them also boy and the juma. No, Abusan say so. What do you know about 24-hour economy? Also. That is the reasoning behind MPP. They deliberately decide to be foolish. And it applies to, and today, Galamsey, they know. Say, Omwankasa Krum, baby, omu free, yamomo 5 years, they cannot stop Galamsey. They know it's a projector, and I say a program, and I say a fighter. It takes years to fight. Now, the same NPP that introduced serious illegal mining, original chairman, want to be LED, a home minister to suffer from say the president, his family, his ministers, his party chair, his women national organizer, they are all involved in Galamsey with a document in his hand. The same party that at the end of the day, almost killed Professor Frimpong Boateng. In 92 days, they are saying, "You're demonstration." Adaya, Monsolve Galamsey, Omoya. These are mad people. These are people you cannot build a nation with. Omoya anomako kunde kukunde. Omoko say insuona. No mdo omoko siya beka se wane say insuono. Machiavellian tactics. Enye juma. The NDC government is resolute, is focused. Now, there's something the NPP they are doing. And you see, Makachom say the 442 formation enye juma. The 442 formation in 1992 formation yanka JJ Rollins asema yebeka wonafo asem yanka wonafo asema yebeka se eden obi tan obi that kind of politics na enye juma biom and NDC for isremufo nkwa momo positions NDC for wonafo sa tactics no enye juma biom because uko sremu a echew ya kwasia e na obetena TV so na Facebook aka say John Mahama e the position nyina ma e de sremufo because uko sremu a unim the number of tribes e wo srem. The same way oba santimemu a unim the number of tribes e wa santimemu. Enti eche you are foolishly stupidly ignorant. E na obetuma tena waka say John Mahama the position nyina ma sremufo. Do you know the number of tribes? Because kusasifo eya wangarafo eya de dagomafo ebi mukrampo complaining say almost a tribe obo enya appointment. So does it mean say the person is a northerner and the person automatically belongs to one tribe? You don't understand what you are talking about. And so because say John Mahama and the Wama Santifo position Asantini the regional minister of Santimemu baby oye obon tombi ebia oya kani onya santini ebia oya bununi. So the issue is these are people who are foolish, who don't want to reason. And she said, you will not sit there and say, John Mahama, back of position, Jinama, I want to for any day, any stream for, because Okas, I want to near, you I want to for, you I want to for, Sebio, you I before, you unlawful. Inti unlawful to be demonstrate, say, Eddie, you to me, you the position Jinama before, a chair was any pan with Jimmy. Anytime I said that kind of 1992. Tribal, stupid, sentimental politics now, the reason why and the end say now we know how these things work. Now we don't give space. Now we are not going to allow you people to use that your stupid brains now to let Ghanaians think say you are intelligent. You are not. Some of you are stupid. The government is working, and the government is working for you. Now, this issue of Ghana, this is my first time hearing a government that came to office in less than 3 months that at the end of the day, they decided to say, "Sa omuti opposition no na omukeka cocaine boom omubaya nkwakoton cocaine no abrochi unless you are stupid." Now, it is so funny. Show what the NPP are doing. They have no message. 2025 they have not been able to tell you one thing their party is capable of doing in opposition. They have not been able to do that. As we speak now, The MPP as a political party cannot tell you their focus, what they are focusing on. They don't have. As we speak today, the MPP as an opposition, they don't even know the kind of message to take to Ghanaians. In this West Stadium for the past 3 to 4 months, they have not been able to entice anybody that this is a party that is there willing to come back. Because what we call real message, that makes sense. They have never had a message. Now, it has become so difficult for them to convince any Ghanaian that they're a party that can be trusted. So what they intend to do is the goodwill of this government, all the good things the NDC, they are doing. Remember where we were. These were the same people who, and Chebia. The good things the NDC government in 92 days they have done, no? They want to try and do what? Discredit, disgrace the NDC government. Because as we speak today, what is your main problem? What do you need from this government? The conversation about cocaine, does it concern you in Kumasi? Wow, peace that was to whatever you say for Jews and one want to work on, does it concern you? No. What is your concern? Why did you go vote? Right now, today, what is your major concern? The NPP, they are on a distraction spree. All that they want to do is they want to distract the government. They want to distract you. Send your beya nyoma pa NDC abane yen wum. But you see, we live in Ghana. We saw our situation then and we see our situation now. Yenim. A few months ago, ana MPP tiso. For 8 years, we saw our condition, we saw our situation. Teachers died. Pensioners died. We were shot. Tribalism was out of the roof. Nepotism was out of the roof. Total disrespect for the rule of law was out of the roof. Hardship. People's monies were taken from them by force. Lands were stolen. Galamsey killed thousands. These are the same people. These are the same characters we lived with for 8 years. And I 2 year home for catch said we will never entertain such piglet 3 months ago. So what do you think these people can say today for you to believe them? Lies. Now here, you see this story making headlines. Abrantia na wako making allegations na on any answers because he started to say he wants to be Okujato Ablakwa. He wants to be Sam George. He wants to be Suhini. He wants to be an NDC legitimate person. Uniminyansa kasano. Akwawe, yes, ordinary ascend south for MP. Intim for Joe. Honest, yes, so suffer. Akwawe no yejuma Goldfields. Takwa, maybe on history. Made in a story by Bromo. Mumusa said, "Deni see wo Goldfields takwa ufri ho." Wait, he's just 38 years. Or yakwara, me China be 10 years. Ye Jimintra. At a point, after your mark can catch and say, "Jai Jimino now yakwara." He's a kid, and I expect Ghanaians to treat him as a kid. Now, the AC Ninani allegations are what making Ninano. Wasako Ekufuado catcher say, in the 8 years of Ekufuado, no opposition MP was harassed by state security for demanding probity and accountability. Now the question is, this same MPP are letting you know, say, they have not left Ekufuado. Sa mo Ghana Majria must say, these people are in government because they are in opposition because Omuni Ekufuado atitin tem. No. At a point, they are even saying, say, Ekufuado's legacy is what they are looking up to. Eya Afenyomakin just said, say, they are basically looking at Ekufuado's legacy. And when omudi ya inspiration on person with power. So it should tell you, say, all that these people are doing, it is still the Ekufuado Bawomian legacy. And that is the same legacy. Mamujina Aswa Etua Batian Kwasiafowe, Emma NDC 57%. He's a 38-year-old boy, youthful exuberance, foolishly excited about nothing, thinking that his party is a party of weak-minded, old, shrinking balls who don't know what they're doing, so he can step up and just malign the government. This is a kid. Now, for an assassin, 10 years. He's a child. So why should we as a people spend time on a child who is basically trying to impress people because they are tickling his balls, making him think he's old? He's a child. He's a kid. Under Akufo-Addo, we saw military men, we saw thugs slap a member of parliament at Ayawaso Wagon. Your boss, Sam George Asum, and Akufo-Addo. Because he always said, under Akufo-Addo, Nanka Bruce at the Jubilee House, when Akufo-Addo took power, these thugs from the NPP attacked a whole police opinion and the Akufo-Addo. This is the kind of person they want us to take inspiration from. And then another Danko Akufo-Addo, and in Kofowe, a sitting judge was attacked, a pregnant judge was attacked by their thugs in a court that was sitting. This man, then this is where this boy is picking his inspiration from. Under Akufo-Addo, not Omokase, under his leadership. Under Akufo-Addo's leadership, Ghanaians were shot during elections. What are you people trying to say? This is what we remember. Nyoma we ni Kai. This is what we remember about Akufo-Addo and the NPP government. These are the things that we remember every day about Akufo-Addo. So nobody should think, say, we have forgotten about the NPP. This is the same NPP. But what I want you to understand and say, under their regime, these things happen. These people.
It's so wrong. This is so wrong on every score. But no matter how long it takes, we will fight. This is so wrong. You kill a man in his own house. His own house. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys. His own house. His own house. Be careful. You kill a man in his own house.
And then you hear someone like Bawumia telling John Mahama, state institutions must not be reduced to political tools used to harass opponents. Really? A member of parliament was slapped. Bawumia never spoke about it till date. This is the same group of pigs I'm talking about. And it's not like Obia Bo in Team Fojo said and Asumo. And that's Obia Hekel no. Till date, Sa in Team Diano, on Team Bianonka says state agency security personnel be in Sakan More Ebisine. Even when the NIB, the state agency, had all the authority to arrest this guy in his home, out of respect and decency, nobody touched this fool. Under John Mahama, the state agencies almost the rights to go in Rambo style, but they didn't do that. Ever seen there? Maintains the MPP DBA say, Sir, in team Jimmy 38-year-old boy, no, Obi Eden Sakan More. Nobody has raised a finger at anybody. But this is the same Bawumia and Akufo-Addo under their regime. We saw this. We saw this. Bawumia turns around and do what? Now Matisa Kennedy so can be. Kennedy Japan says, we cannot use state. We sat in this country. Kennedy Japan tina TV so can say, John Mahama obin questioning kuno Kennedy Japan. Na what you know or tina radio so TV so live. On TV so can say the former president who was contesting to be president again or can say conform question and attacking. Today, these twerps, Because almost MPP for Jimmy, they are playing politics with them. They want to distract the system. They see us and say, Jimmy, dadana, yankika bindi, inti Bawumia Kennedy to be sorry. Talking about using state institutions. 92 days at John Mahama be president. Obian to me being an say John Mahama state institution be attack obi in Ghana. Nobody can say that. I am yet to hear one person make a complaint. Say the security agencies on what Ghana, NIB, what? They came to my house, they heckled me, they tied me, they handcuffed me. Nobody. And you people are complaining? This is one of the best security agencies we've had in a long time. They were supposed to beat you people like dogs. Because of what you people did, your past, and what you actually put Ghana through. Now, say, and the security agents, but you know something? We cannot look at your foolishness and turn this country into a jungle. That is why I'm telling Ghana for say, Mahamudu Bawumia Kennedy Japan money MPP, they just want to distract you. They have nothing to offer. Now look at this. This is their director of communications. The director of communications now Okasama MPP no Richard Ahiagba. What has be an oka? Or see, it is an unfair question to ask whether Intim Fojo has evidence. PZ4, Bravo Muti Asie. Ye busa say Intim Fojo has sabna wakano. Ninjina so or say unfortunate say ye busa say adentina only evidence. Asama a free party. This listen to this idiot. Listen to him.
Does Reverend Intim Fojo have evidence?
Sorry?
Does he have evidence?
How do you find out if he has evidence?
I'm asking you.
I'm coming. I will answer your question. How do you ask if he has evidence? To send 20 NIB gun-wielding people to go and ask him?
That's not what I'm asking.
I'm asking you, but that's what they have done.
I am asking you. Does he have evidence?
Let me tell you, you asked a question earlier to answer your question of evidence. Already I've told you that you are not expecting Tim Fojo to carry a handful of... Well, I'm getting...
That's fine, but I'm asking
so what evidence are you asking for?
You, as the director of communications for the party, and someone who has been following this matter very closely, you were in his house yesterday.
Yeah.
Are you personally... do you have information whether he has the evidence?
So let me ask you that question.
You are not answering my question.
No, I'll answer your question. I've answered your question.
Does he have evidence?
I've answered your question, but if you're asking an unfair question, it should be turned to you so you can answer it. The question you are asking...
How does this question... Thank you to Sarah and GH1. How can you say this question is unfair? You see why I keep telling Ghana for say, these are a group of distractors. The NPP as a political party, Jimmy. This is Obi also Kasama NPP. Yebusa say, Sani Pana Mujina ho say mu defending no. Does he have evidence? Because what we are looking at a national security issue. Abaya ba. O say abayin ka planes biaba abefa cocaine in the name of the government. This is national security because we are looking at the credibility of this country, the presidency, the government. If you make such an allegation, you should be able to have evidence to back it. Because what they want to do, they want to destroy NDC Abano, Senebeya, NDC Abano Kwabontinia. They will give it a bad name. That is what they are doing. They know that 38-year-old fool has no evidence to what he's saying. Now you sit on national television. Ni Busa will say, for Jonah Mudinechi, mo kontokwa. Mo say, Obibe Bonono, our evidence, or say, Fojo cannot carry cocaine in his hand and come and show. Really? Because as somebody Kenya, die sorry, and a Fojo was a one. Intim Fojo abeka say in the sea, and to say Intim Fojo 38-year-old boy owura parliament. Now we owura parliament. Speaker Alban Bagbin already the head of parliament. Technically, parliament kuna dia. Now Fojo owura security check, metal detectors, and physical checks. Abetna parliament. Now Obiaka say Intim Fojo or a drug peddler otonton drugs or parliament, otonton red ma parliamentarians, Emma MPP for nom, otonton cocaine ma MPP for nom. Now obie ewo the other side because in team for your oton red or parliament, oton cocaine or parliament. Alban Bagbin or ye the head of parliament because no, this issue you are saying is a matter very important to say. Parliament, police, they need to basically look into it because you cannot sit on the other side and say in team for your on red or parliament my MPP for no and cocaine. So Alban Bagbin, who is the president of parliament, says then you the person making the allegation etia and for journal collaborate or work with parliament security. Now monko the bottom of it. The first thing you people have to do, you have to help security or more parliamentar offer security more right. So one, they would start to look at the cameras. For you do gate, offer metal detector mu, yes, search or bedroom physical search, yes, search all bar cameras are picking each other, no kuta BBI, just air contraband. Ninginano, some investigations needs to be done, but it needs to be done in collaboration with Nipana or make allegation for journal, any parliament security. Now, we are asking wuna we allegation tia for just oton red, oton bima afejomaken, and it's original no Jimino, oton bima MPP for. Now, you, the person who made the allegation against for just oton drugs, you are saying, say, it is unfair to ask you, say, a dina ujina asoka say, for your eton drugs or parliament. You are insane. So, right now, from their point, the allegation is evidence. That is the understanding of MPP in Kwasiafu EPC GD. Because when you listen to communicators, this guy, he's trying to tell us to say the allegations for Joe made is the evidence. How can allegation be evidence? Now, when you listen to this, now does
Reverend Tim Fojo have evidence?
Sorry?
Does he have evidence?
How do you find out if he has evidence?
I'm asking you.
I'm coming. I will answer your question. How do you ask if he has evidence? To send 20 NIB gun-wielding people to go and ask him?
That's not what I'm asking.
I'm asking you, but that's what they have done.
I am asking you. Does he have evidence?
Let me tell you. You asked a question earlier to answer your question of evidence. Already I've told you that you are not expecting Tim Fojo to carry a handful of. Well, I'm getting.
That's fine, but I'm asking.
So what evidence are you asking for?
You, as the director of communications for the party, and someone who has been following this matter very closely, you were in his house yesterday. Yeah. Are you personally? Yeah. Do you have information whether he has the evidence? So let me ask you that question. You are not answering my question. No, I'll answer your question. I've answered your question. Does he have evidence? I've answered your question, but if you're asking an unfair question, it should be turned to you so you can answer it. The question you are asking me is an unfair question. Are you expecting that in Tim Fojo to fetch a sample of the cocaine and show anybody? That's not what I'm asking. The evidence he has is that. Does he have evidence of the allegations that he's making? You have agreed that he cannot bring sample of the cocaine or note from the plane, okay? So we agree that he cannot do that. Now, the evidence you are looking for is the inconsistency and the lack of purpose of that flight here in our country. Now, Kwachu Fosu said that the N8223 AM flight, which started the conversation here on the 20th or so of March, that flight was on its way somewhere. It was traveling, going someplace. Are you with me? The plane was not destined for Ghana. Its destination was not Ghana. Okay. The N823 AM flight. Felix Kwachu Fosu says that flight was not destined to come to Ghana. Its destination was not Ghana. It was going somewhere. And somehow, it felt that it needed refueling, which is questionable to begin with. Because if you're an airplane taking off, you calculate the distance from where you are going and how much fuel you need. So where were they going? And they didn't know how much fuel they need. But airlines stop for refueling. But I'm saying that it's only emergency situations. But I'm just saying that wherever they were going, Felix says that they got up there and they were tired, okay? And they wanted to rest. He didn't say that. That's what they said. They said they landed here for crew rest. He said when they landed. No. He didn't say when they were up there, they got tired. How would they decide that they were tired? They got crew rest happens in this country all the time. But I'm saying that he's saying that that flight was not coming to Ghana. But somehow they were tired and they thought they needed refueling. Okay? And so they landed here. And upon landing, they burst a tire
and then also they realized that their landing gear was faulty. Okay,
Richard, you haven't answered my
I've
question.
answered your
All
question,
these things
except you are
saying,
looking for you are looking to draw a blood off a stone. So
I am not.
It's impossible.
But
I have asked
asking
you the question.
Let's not do a back and forth because of our audience, else they won't follow the conversation.
They
right?
are following the conversation. You are asking an unfair question.
How
Which
is it
unfair
unfair?
question? I'll ask you. Do you expect in Team Forjo to bring a handful of cocaine as evidence?
That's not what I'm asking you.
So what are you expecting to be evidence?
That's what I'm asking you.
What are you expecting
Mr. Ahiagba,
a reasonable evidence to be? What are you expecting evidence to be?
So please, if you will allow me, you as a member of the party, in very close relation with Reverend Team Forjo, I'm asking you, does he have any information that we do not know as Ghanaians? As
he has given you the information he has.
From all the information that he has, you believe that he has compellable evidence?
But you should determine unless you say otherwise.
All right.
But I'm telling you, no. You see,
quickly, I need to bring
you in.
you
can go. But the point is that an aircraft leaves its destination to come here. Okay?
So basically, what this fool is trying to tell you is say the evidence is the allegations. What? These are just distractions. Nobody's supposed to pay attention to these fools again. Some catch them and say, when Jimmy. They have no message for Ghanaians. Their party has disintegrated. They don't have any message. They don't even have a leader. So that is why they are holding on to this. They know there's nothing there. You have gotten the best opportunity to prove to the world to say that fool or making allegation or evidence. Okay, say I think in team for your answer cocaine sim. In team for your because I said the near Ninjina swan dieng. Whether the plane wasn't destined for Ghana, whether the plane was destined for Ghana, whether the crew were tired or not, whether a landing gear was changed, I don't care. What I care about is the statement you made. What was your basis? That's all. But when we allow such fools, near Jai Party Jimmy Fowe, now you Jai de here, I was say you're drinking on Ghana. We are not supposed to pay attention to these people. Oh my Jimmy. They are just distracting you. They are careless, filthy, stupid. They know, say, they cannot distract this government. They John Mahama NDC, you know. Omunim said there is no way Ghanaians have more opportunity to come back to power. Because at this point, Senka NPP were evidence. And come to they want to finish the NDC and Amebwa. They have nothing. A speculation. Because you see, look at this issue. Mr. P, Mr. S, which committee is this idiot on? Sir, sir, in Team for Joey. Committee Ben or Tisono. Which committee is this guy on? On a normal day, if you're part of a committee in Parliament, now you see, because they know that 38-year-old boy, sir, in Team for Joey, because they know he has been stupid and foolish, they want to now add him to the lot. Afenoma Kinim say, boy, has foolishly misbehaved and that he needs to be penalized. Now, you know what they are trying to do? They are trying to add him to the 87 pigs. Send ye beya. Sa bonina wedino, yen to win jailino. In this whole study conversation, their conversation is like, he was part of us. He held a press conference in our name. They say he's part of the Defense and Interior Committee in Parliament. Now, you are part of Defense and Interior Committee, right? Now, Interior Committee now down, there's a chairman. There are ranking members. Where will be? Now, what do you do as a member of a committee in Parliament? You call your chairman. You tell the chairman, Mr. Chairman, this is the evidence I have. This is what I have. I want this committee to look at this. Now, when the chairman of the committee, Yankas or NDC, on person will look at it, then you move it further. You can go to the security agencies and say, I'm part of parliamentary committee. I'm doing my oversight duty. This is the evidence I have. I've told my chairman that we should open investigations into it. My chairman is ignoring me. Now, as a citizen of Ghana who wants to protect this country, I want to give the evidence to that security agency you trust to open investigations into this. Now, you come out and you can make vague statement. Whilst in Parliament, you know, say the committee you belong to, there's a chairman that you can pass on this information to. But because this 38-year-old boy, na fonashisha say Abudiabano, he thought to say the Ablakwa Maye Robetuma Yebi. Ablakwa based every single thing he said in Ghana on facts. Sam George based everything he said in Ghana in opposition on fact. This 38-year-old boy thought to say, and I know he believes the MPP voted Jimmy. They don't think, they don't ask questions, they follow anything that they hear. Until he knew, say, as a ranking member of a committee, also on the right, he knows the party, they are foolish. So he's going to use the party to become relevant. Until Fojo knows he has committed a crime. God being good, I'm not a president. Long time. God knows why I am not a president. Say, he is a member of parliament. Now we are a member of parliament, we Jimmy. You make laws, so you expect to be intelligent than Ghana Nino on Am Street. That alone, you being a member of parliament and taking this decision without having evidence, it gives the security agencies and the president to give an order for you to be arrested because you don't have the intelligence to sit in parliament. Into the argument to say, or a member of parliament, into where can I have the right to arrest him because he knows what is right. He makes laws. He is not a fool in the eyes of parliament. So deliberately doing this, let's say, so I don't know why we are wasting time on these twerps because all that they are doing is taking your mind away from nyoma pa abai ye edi aboa emebunu edi aboa ematan edi aboa school for edi bie eye enwumam. This thing they are doing, at the end of the day, there is no sense in it now. Here, watch this. Time amoko in fear hono. The 38-year-old boy in Team Fojo, he did something. After your market catch and say, "Wait, Jimiana." So what in the constituency? Mete say asen kofo in the constituency. On my press conference. Akwebi ni mama so share say bosom ba. Wakoto apetishi galo mienu amomo. And watch 500 Ghana. Mo amote asen south. Oh, endo mu run fi ono. Akwa we 38 years. 38 years. Goldfields. Munko buta ne record ben e money free Goldfields. 38 years. Plant a sinifia. Yedum kania e power ni fie no e betu ama mo asin south nyina adwetire mumu bi mo agimi imebunu mo ho kan mo agimi nti mo be press conference e dey protect a 38-year-old boy tin kan di jantrafo baby amote wo asin south obedi mo so adwuma ba akompomu nya bi mo agimi omko ni fie on see.
We're engaging the over there. What has been the conversation? You are live on TV. You are live on TV. Nobody can cover anyone. Truth will stand. Thank you for your prayer. Thank you. We're engaging the over there. What has been the conversation? You are live on TV. You are live on TV. Nobody can cover anyone. Truth will stand. Thank you for your prayer. Thank you.
What's wrong with you? Yeah, but Chivatum, where the bonnet? Yeah, buga their film. He's just a kid. He's just 38 years. Oh, yeah, Kora. Jimmy na shade mu until say tiano. Messi my lucky say enyame na me president. Wait, ko be hwani bini for 4 years and said we pia bontene. It's a kid. So corrupt. Also a reverend. Mumuzan say akwara na ko we na wanji. Jimmy we nam Ghana. Or putting the country in shame because of politics. Ni enyanko 40 TV so. And Joy News, they have started some nonsense. Ghana for pay attention to that foolish cocaine media. Now, what they're doing now is, Asamoba, no my friend NPP ni, during their evening news, I'm a friend NPP ni, no my friend so-called analysts, security analysts, DND analysts, DND experts. And those people are all MPP people. No, they are joining MPP Nino. Yesterday, they were doing the same thing. And my team, they drew my attention. So what Joy News does, and they say, what they do, and they say, I'm a friend MPP Nia. No, my friend, somebody called a security analyst, a security expert. MPP ni kan kwasi asema atwa ntrowia na expert ne so aba na obefo the MPP ni kan so. Now that is how the Jandam they are doing it. There's a government machinery that speaks on these issues. But you could see that deliberately, Joy News will not do that too. They will never bring a government spokesperson or a ministry spokesperson. What they will do is say, I'm for MPP ni, I'm for MPP ni, I'm the say your friend security experts, experts, analysts. All those people, 99% of them are MPP4. So they come and the conversation is one way. The agenda is that Yengu NDC Fuenimase follow Joy News Power. That's what they are doing. And you see, Ghana for, let me tell you people something. Sa issue, ignore it. Let's not spend time on it. The agencies, security agencies, they should do their job. So we need to focus on what the government is doing for us. Afenyo Markin was telling the 38-year-old boy, what are you doing? Yenim so edibone. Bugani edifem. But with Jimmy. And me see, Omomoka say, this man is a member of parliament, and he should know even better. He should know better. And so, me, come here, president, I will issue a directive for him to be picked up. And my basis will be that he's a member of parliament who makes laws. He should know better than Kevin Taylor. It's a way or a straight up jail bed. I will not even allow him to say we are writing to the speaker. This is a national security issue. And you are not supposed to go through any speaker of parliament. No. This is a national security issue. The president needs to give directive. This guy has to be picked up in his boxer shorts for him to give evidence to his statement. For a party senior communicator to come and sit there and say it is unfair to ask, say, for evidence, Brano. Also, tell you again here. The nonsense they are doing is just to distract you. There's nothing. They have nothing. And the government of the day should make sure this Intim Fojo pays for his foolishness. He needs to be jailed. He needs to be prosecuted. He needs to face the law. We need to set examples. People like these, young men like these, 38-year-old young men like these, they are supposed to be used as scapegoats. We need to jail them. Because Sanka Ghana ni bi na betina Facebook, ekeka sansemu ya, anka ya kwachino ejelino. Na kwasiawe ochengana ni ben. It is also a member of parliament there. Then it even gives us more reason to arrest him because he makes the laws, he knows the laws, and he knows that he's not supposed to do that. So why are we even wasting time? I'll say a long time. He needs to be jailed. He needs to be put in jail because way onimumrano. Kwame Ngwa onam eye bantama onimumrano. Adwe cha onam eye kumewu onimumrano. Eye Davia onam aunamemu onimumrano. But 38-year-old boy we onimumrano. So onimumrano na washada ebumrano so I will say a shada dinitum. There are no excuses here. The national security is not supposed to be soft on this foolish 38-year-old boy. Pick him up. Whoever wants to stand and say, or the body by a shoulder, no, bullet him. Ghana na ya chichire. People know the laws. We are not supposed to allow these fools to be walking in Ghana in the name, say, they are hiding under the protection of parliament. In Tanda, will be a parliamentarian, yes, because of parliament. Put him in jail. We cannot allow some people to deliberately commit crimes. What this guy did was deliberate. He thought of it. He decided to malign the government. This is a national security issue. Even when he was given the opportunity to retract and apologize, he said he had evidence. So why are we entertaining this boy? He's just fucking 38-year-old boy. We need to punish him. We need to penalize this boy. I don't see this guy as a matured man. We need to jail him. Set an example. Send a bear obini parliamentar or who sadie we are obesuanyan se frim. So this is the time we need young people in this country to rise up because we all need to protect our nation. We all need to protect the integrity of our country. We all need to make sure our security is intact. So if somebody wants to hide beneath a parliamentary immunity, nobody should be given that room to hide behind or beneath parliamentary immunity to discredit this nation, to put this nation at a point. So we all need to come together and make sure this guy, because the amount of more serious than say Oshemra into Onimumrano. Sa Defense and Interior Committee notice or a ranking member. Kwasia we begina parliament akase obi ebumra so yenjeli no. Kwasia 38-year-old boy bekase obi ebumra so yenfa mbra ni ndino. He knows the procedure and process. He knows what he was supposed to do. He knows that the rules and regulations guiding ejuma oyeno. But he deliberately decided to malign a government and put the country on edge. So we need to make sure he pays for it, because Ochina, when a young man ekotena TV so ekotena Facebook na obe make allegations akese eto or minus wa, are we going to arrest that young man? We need to use this 38-year-old boy to set example. Where Jimmy a natural. He needs to be arrested. Pick him up 2 a.m. I know where his girlfriend lives. Otakoda Tuesday bia. Pick him up. Pick him up in his boxer shorts. Throw him in jail. Let the people on the street see it. And now they'll be like, okay, member of parliament to crack chantro any action in the then you sanitize the system. Use this 38-year-old boy to send a message. Because if you don't jail this guy, if you don't prosecute this guy, there are more pigs who are ready to do what he did. And they are going to do more, and they are going to denigrate your government, Mr. President. Because Sir Omar, this fool works. You are going to get 1,000 pigs who are going to do the same. Do you know how it's going to affect this nation negatively? So we need to stop this. We need to petition the speaker. We need to make sure this 38-year-old boy is kicked out of parliament until he proves with enough evidence to convince a prosecutor. Till date, this piglet party, they have not been able to provide an iota of evidence. A single pint of evidence. They have not been able to put one grain of evidence on table. Say, evidence in here today, Richard Ahiagbe Ekache say, an allegation is evidence. Ye Jimmy. Now, the education minister has spoken.
Next year, you should identify 1 or 2 child schools for major infrastructure investment. So we expect that next year into your formula, you should have a dedicated formula that looks into expanded accommodation, expanded classroom infrastructure for a number of child schools so that you can increase your intake for purposes of supporting government to end the double track system. We expect that by end of year 2027, the double track system must be a thing of the past. And to those who think that we should heal double track system, and those who think it was only politically necessary because of inadequate infrastructure to support the noble dream of expanding access to secondary education. But the reduced contact hours between learners and teachers cannot be a desirable academic training model. It cannot be. And therefore, we all need to work together in order to reverse it.
So, Education Minister Kasa PZ for Maminchechim na brofone Dawson. NDC are buying our Makasa review free SHS. Near to Krum ha, and Namuamu MPP. Ekachira mo say, Momana oma pele almost so egusu school and Koranenya Kurodo so. Yadin Kramedu and Eman Korani dino. NPP for Kachira mo say, John Mahama ba obecha free SHS. And the Menoka say, Yente say SS4 complaining Edriani Boni BM. And I'm not say the NDC government and make sure say Enquarano double tracker ebiko green, red, blue no. And the education minister say, almost started working towards that. Yaka say working towards that. PZ for my minchim. And this yaban at the nyoma air to twakwemu ebini saying schools are MPP nkwasi for them to men see. E-blocks are nane kufuado ba obia kede Japomo aye country educhumo a Jimmy for 8 years omo to men see bianca hono. And the education minister aye Harun Idris said John Mahama say from ende they are working towards eliminating the double track system. Ni nyina say double track they kofa ba ni nyina say na schools na wo ho no enkwara ne doors change schools a mo betinem. Yenye nim NDC aban John Mahama Tamils JJ Rawlings schools almost seen in Ghana. Yeni me papa kofo okoji sika koto chain beto no kom. Yeni me kufo ado okọ rent jet edware wo wiem. E de nimba omia nkwasi asa obesa ye ene Kennedy Jimmy omuso be Jimmy ye. And the NDC aban say by 2027 ending na double track obotu ase meaning almost 38 di wujuma. It you will see say there is this serious change in our infrastructure, education infrastructure, meaning omo be BA schools nim, omo be complete schools, because the more you take care of infrastructure, accommodating Korano, now we eliminate double track system. Sa green, blue, yellow na eba it was because Educhum, Napo, Ekufuado, Baumia Kennedy Japomo, sa MPP Nkwasiafo refused to build more schools. In the NDC for say 2027, na double track a new ho. But they have started progressively. They are doing it slowly. Almost schools libi. They also BM teachers Bangladesh they count. In the end of 2027, na a double track in a year through on power byway. Now penkwasiafo way. On power byway. Na sa enkwasiafo ya they had nothing for you for the past 8 years. MPP fue Jimmy. Into uye sebio oba na wujina PZ. Now we say opa oba ye. Now say sebio wasra wo ho na sebio wo de yie ene da wakoma so ene nkwase antoma na wototo a aban bi aba oba na MPP fo etriti ni se onye nipa na ye de nkran aduane ma no aban na aban de no ende akora bi ne odi nkran aduane wo school sa also your ba na oti PZ wasra wo turu wasra wo nim ema ende krodo so ne nso ben ayew na say Kevin Taylor na obedi na tema ende aban bi aba edwene jantra wo kobo a obewo eni eye papa sa akora no aban bia ba ebehwe no send out to PZ na se sebio your friend is saying na nso ben ene edien baba so ayew na se uhu senia o manenko onti manenko sebio jantra na ebia wo bo na ebia wawo beye enan oni kunu amohwe omo a ene aban bia ba se obebie school sinim senia beye a wo mana okogina yi ase ye de fanta baako ene club bia baako e de fa wo se otwen and the audit PZ ye MPP sem no aban bia ba se sa wo ma no obebie school mu na wo manage bi akọ ka se nyame nhira ban no na mumu bi mu agimi wedwa obodam medwudwam de bia
yo we your best fisherman no lo kodo no answer my abuache iwo fufu Belgium fan iwa betia Belgium fan ewo tuwa Belgium fan why yo ye why round why yo ye why round why yo ye why round why yo ye supono why round ewo fufu Belgium fan ewa betia Belgium fan ewo tuwa Belgium fan ewo tuwa Belgium fan why yo ye why round 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 every papa no one is a motor 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 why round why yo ye why round I want it original
banjo quat, I want me to banjo quat. When you mind grandma,
when you might grandma, especially more peas that I'm with him at when you say grandma. When you say nkura, when you mungura, why them petukum ma? More peas that I'm with him at no. When you dem kurama, when you petuku, when you dem petukuma, in petuku, mo, when you say, when you dem petukuma. Omonumbe bon rough. We go giz no way. Omonumbe bon rough. Omba kuna no se po. I said no se corner flag. Omonumbe bon rough. We anopa tutu akofa ko dan echiko dan hu hwe wedi. Omonumbe bon rough. So ko duafo. I across my leg for. So ko duafo. Omo so ra no pa no mu dware no mu gina hwe mu a. Omo bobo entoma no mda show manufu ase. We mo. Uyi di ahye omo I said dua. Messi we mo mama say ejare nchanse Messi we mo uyi di ahye omo firi omo no mo hohoro omo nim no mo gina wa I said nua omo num kan omo bobo ntoma ahye omo nufu ase o omo pese omo nim ketesia papa ne pre omo sra omo ho hwehwe omo kala Messi ya asanto a hu ne kala te se me tuntum se yuo kohwe asante hema kala ne da so tuntum hwe omo I said, "Yomo koji eye foam, ash foam, ewo Uzbekistan. Kwasi asem kwa, hwana no se po, ena ka ela. Oba we go kise no. Wan no se po. Wan no se soja fo shi wan no se po. Ela ka we go kise ala so de woman e ko boso, mo bodam. Makonya Abidjan we gibi na ahye. Emu kan mu dross mu fifre. Mu nsue nyansa. Bad time wo mo na nso ben and the heaven be near before makwa yenim say moye kokoo say moye tuntumo mo na nso ben say chinchinga siafo ye begidwem now asemesi hwe oba no ice of corner flag we hwe na no ice of corner flag and I know nanu se buta anu se buta no go me see we mo mrewa wo omudi 23 no nya wo fofo eyi ase nkwara no ma wo omugu kumase wo eyi ase nkwara nkwa oh se dada boat ba ye no na me kwada me nim an oba na ngoso de me ko Germany enam ne da ye me butuo se akonfam kwasia oma wo fofo omudi 21 no mo nyina wo 33 omuni kunu eyi ase ne anyenyem omo we mo eyi ase ne anyenyem omo e kire wan to gold ba ko amomo ene eye stout we mo titifo omo nyenyenyenyenyenyenyenyen ase kawuro omo nyenyenyen se kawuro fresh omo num bon rough do kasa first no bibi we oso ko kese we kamenim ti be hye binim mo se menim mum we me nya mo so ba kamenim ti be hye binim mo tutun ana monim ko mututum omo wuro mo no mo gina ho a say ye de omo koda ase mu nachi mo to ase tuntum omo to ase e ho nyina tuntum na mo tututu pons modern tuma mabobon tuma atichidie chintuma hye monufu ase hepo mo bodam munyi sa ade na bobo mo na mo me kasa se moye ma monhye mawe mu monhye hwemawe mu me se monhye hwemawe mu na mo famra krum mo sora makatakata mo ho se mponche me se moye ma mugina mo na so a monhye hwemawe mu mawe mu lines se impro one not self corner flag Barcelona for the no Kevin me charge amona now asemasi ni nyina de esin say mesa ba ho munya botrem wie TDC and the serious issue aba ya strategy NDC MPP for gum pom say hey witch hunting and adian we mu ma me kire mu de esi sa cocaine some a distraction o in some cost one kasa in some koso tie de esi ne na de de bow dia ubebu ahwe TDC eye tema tema Development Company Limited now he dia ko sinne omo ye press conference na dia aba de eso che kuri me se dia aba eso so emu adu echen PZ for mba ya no mudi matem oma no dia aba me se emu adu che PZ for mba ya no mudi matem oma no se odwan baby A controversial land sale in Tema Community 24 has raised eyebrows, with the Tema Development Company Limited (TDC) revealing that individuals linked to the Oforiatta family may have been involved. Now, the discovery came after an internal review of TDC's operations, which uncovered significant irregularities, prompting calls for external scrutiny. At a press conference in Tema, TDC Managing Director Courage Makafui Nunekwe confirmed that records show land sale to individuals connected to the Oforiatta family during the tenure of his predecessor, Alice Abena Oforiatta, sparking the need for further investigations. Now, this is a TDC for a press conference, a Tema Development Company. Now, this is a nipa na owo sa office wo no and the aban asante yi no na sa nipa no oye Oforiatta hu nipa na de esin ne se temansase no omo aton ni nyina afa internet TDC for a press conference na wutie nsase akese abode asase siwa ayese PZ ni ba na no Oforiatta ebusuani a yede ko hye TDC no Ghana nsase e wotema no waton ni nyina ma Oforiatta Mummy Uncle here a press conference. No, because your phone, I'm going to
Oforiatta, property name L and N Oforiatta, property name L and N Oforiatta, property name Daniel Mafu Oforiatta, still under property name Nana Koku Oforiatta and Dora Oforiatta, still under property Stephen Asamoah Boateng, Owusu Efriye Prempe, Nana Kwame Oforiatta, Nana Koku Oforiatta and Dora Oforiatta, Julius Homes Limited and Nana Kwame Oforiatta and ESE International Limited.
Thank you very much. Team that has done this exercise alone. That is just a team. That is what is causing probably the panic in some people. Because they know by the time they are done with all the other areas, in Community 24 alone, in that 24, a small portion called T will discover this alone. A small portion in Community 24. This is what we have discovered. You can imagine we are now going to 23. Then we now come to the commercial lands. We now do 25. Name it. We start going to all the other areas. These are facts. Let somebody come and challenge it. It's as simple as that. And what is going to blow your mind is that, look, There are companies here that they have allocated large tracts of landscape, some of them in acres, 20 acres, 30 acres, 4 acres, 5 acres, 6 acres, given to these companies. I was wondering why these companies, for example, one of them, you can read the one there from the Frosty alone. She's not a worker of TDC. She's one of you. Yeah. So you can read from Frosty, maybe from the one.
These are some of the things that ASU Ghana, almost person cocaine. They know a lot is happening. Community 24. Oforiato atans asini nyina nebusu na na ewo TDC odni nyina moforiata. Community 24 pe. Community 24 pe. TDC for eye investigations. Where just community 24 asasina ewo ho nyina no. NPP ti so no ye de oforiata busu ni na kwotena ho. Odni nyina ma nebusu afo. NPP form person behu sa anyama we nyina o. Into ochina mo sorry a. Ena cocaine. Omo nim say no kure na mobile behu no omo pese mu behu. Anything I make catch am say that 38-year-old boy no, they need to put him in jail. In team for 38 years. Also mu jail no. Because there's a lot happening. The NPP as a political party, so you Ghana in Indiana so NPP and not without due respect, why you be yaw and I be count. Because the NPP as a political party, they wrecked this nation. They stole from you. And let me tell you, say and there, Omo Kasa, Omo say, and Omo Kasa so Ekufuado legacy. They have not detached themselves from Oforiata Ekufuado. Omo, the party belongs to Ekufuado. It won't say, Saboy we ask them this year, no. Quickly, I did 38-year-old boy. Also, or Koba Umia ho, I go catch ba Umia, or Ekufuado, because the party belongs to Ekufuado. The NPP, as we speak, 24 lands in Sasinkwa over 24 lands. Nina and the NPP om di nina mufuriata. Nippon or occupy and the Omayu. Don't be deceived, say. The NPP as a political party, they have nothing to do with Oforiata, nothing to do with Ekufuado. No. That is why still Ekufuado is in Ghana. Because he still has the property. Property ni ene dia, oni Oforiata mo dia. Into the NPP still belongs to Ken Oforiata Ekufuado. No matter what they do, they will decide. Sikebia NPP be using no, Ekufuado ni Oforiata mo ne pompigum gabi mo. And you don't say party no anything as utie afenyo makina. They be also Ekufuado's legacy because they know say right now as we speak the party still belongs to Ekufuado. They all know say party a friend NPP no Ekufuado mo dia. Into whatever you see in the front Kennedy mo Ekufuado mo they will decide and they still want to bring their person to lead the party because NPP ne si wono asante for efri omunsem enyo tumfo dia biem oni shares wom. The Ashanti people in the NPP omuton party no they sold the party on a silver platter because they refuse to think. Na sebio adwene also omodwene ehun se party no and also obo ho ban no omu di sikechi. Oseche mensa bozu ko di sikechi. NPP for ko di sikechi. They left the party and these achim criminals they took the party. It belongs to Ekufuado. It will be unconvinced. Memo be andadao. Say NPP no. What has changed in the NPP? Nothing. Nothing has changed in the NPP. And the TDC, Community 24, and SAS TDC inside 24, Nina Oforiata dia. Oma dia man free. Yen nyina asase o. Yete ya ne tam Accra Sasema se John kwase ampanyo wuye. Yete Ghana o. Ena Ekufuado yere Rebecca Ekufuado edi enim ewia yen sase on se John edi Ekufuado. They sold the lands to themselves. They didn't pay a dime. Today you see what you are discovering and they don't want this to make the news. They don't want to talk about this. They don't want Ghana to know the damage Sadia Chini a Kochini Pana now what TDC office and the MPP. What they will come and say, they say, yes, we the minority pigs, we stand together, they are intimidated, they are thieves. And you see, every single time, say the government start to say or go after them, they hide under, they are intimidating us, they want to be, they are thieves, they are criminals. Afenyomakin himself, he needs to go to jail. Afenyomakin. And I have heard, and I'm going to put this out, the Attorney General, Matisa Wadam Fone Dubik Mahama. If he's your friend, put your friendship aside and do your job. Mr. Ayeni, I have heard that Dubik Mahama, that criminal, that thief, and they may also join news or multimedia, they want to clean Dubik Mahama. Dubik Mahama, Krobian Kosi, Budukuno. See the damage that boy has caused Ghanaians. And join news, Yeshua, now for Dubik Mahama, Betnas, Ombeka ECG in some. Broni Bain and Abema Dubik Mahama Sabatna TV, so I bet discuss ECG in some. Afenyomakin needs to go to jail. Dubik Mahama needs to go to jail. But you see, they use the media. They use the media to rebrand armed robbers, criminals, thieves who steal from you. Because Dubik Mahama no Nam Ghana, no, why is he walking? And I'm asking the Attorney General, because I've heard that Dubik Mahama is your friend. That is why you are not giving that issue attention. You need to give it attention, or else me and you, one go lose them a job. I'm telling you, Attorney General. That is what I have heard. And I pray it is not true. Because when I get evidence that that is the reason why that Dubik Mahama's case, the ECG case, is not being given that attention, then you will not like me. Because I will not sit there and let some people feel, say, Oma Bogana, bro, they can walk. No. That is what I've heard. I'm about to investigate. And when I get to the bottom of it and know, said Dubik Mahama, you are down for tea. And in the case now, the Attorney General's office wants to pretend they've not heard it. Then Attorney General, with all due respect, I respect you a lot. Then you, Attorney General, sat here and told Ghanaians, you are the right person for this job. But I'm telling you, if Dubik Mahama is your friend, then it's better you quit as an Attorney General, because that fool needs to go to jail. That fool needs to be prosecuted. He sat on TV and blew himself up. Dubik Mahama, this same criminal, this thief.
Why did you merge the estate department with the procurement department?
Fantastic question. Again, if the committee had gotten in touch with the company secretary, because as managing director, I can't just get up and merge directorates. No. You need the consent and the concurrence of the board.
So the
you
board,
understand?
The board approved that decision?
Definitely.
A few moments later.
Were approved by the board at the time?
Have I said that? You see, stop putting words in my mouth. Stop dragging me. No, I didn't say that on this show. No. Don't put words in my mouth. I said, I am not responding to this. I said the procurement manual of every year is approved by the board.
I said to you, I asked specific questions, for instance, about the decision to merge the procurement unit, and the estate unit. You said that was approved by the board.
I said if they had gone for the board minutes, they would have seen what constituted and led to that decision.
So it was approved by the board?
You are saying it because I said I am not going to address anything. Yes.
Merge the estate department with the procurement department.
Fantastic question. Again, if the committee had gotten in touch with the company secretary, because as managing director, I can't just get up and merge directorates. No. You need the consent and the concurrence of the board.
So the
you understand?
The board approved that decision?
Definitely.
A few moments later.
Were approved by the board at the time?
Have I said that? You see, stop putting words in my mouth. Stop dragging me. No, I didn't say that on this show. No. Don't put words in my mouth. I said I am not responding to this. I said the procurement manual of every year is approved by the board.
I said to you, I asked specific questions, for instance, about the decision to merge the procurement unit, and the estate unit. You said that was approved by the board.
I said if they had gone for the board minutes, they would have seen what constituted and led to that decision.
So it was approved by the board?
You are saying it because I said I am not going to address anything. Yes, I'm being mischievous. I'm just
Why do we entertain such fools on our radios and TVs? It's a number not so foolish where we at Joy News discussing ECG. a man with no principles. What can some in a minute? You said you had the board consent and you added definitely. In the next minute, you are saying you didn't say that. Because you're for winning in Ghana. And people are just watching these drug addicts. Go, this guy, Okoto so no really jota, I saw about them. O to say some magu plane mu, no do omko Portugal. No, wakwa the birthday, kwasiawi. And we sit in Ghana, and people think this is a joke. The disrespect to the Ghanaian. Like, they sit on radio and TV. Now, I'm say Jimmy because after your market will come and fool in Parliament for people to say mighty minority, mighty because you're Jimmy. This guy is not supposed to be walking on the streets of Ghana. He needs to be jailed. Anytime he's sending message, I come Attorney General. I've heard he's your friend. You cannot cover this guy's crime up. And at this point, I don't have enough evidence to say what I've heard is true. But I'm going to dig. And whatever evidence I get, I'll let Ghanaians know. Because this boy, when you go to Sandbox, Sika boy we almost same way we are. Car be a whoop Ghana be a boy will be. And maybe on the car I know. Why are we doing this to ourselves? The people don't respect us. This is the same MPPR. And then Kwasia 40 social media can say, I yan NDC. What but damn? It's more multi Facebook. Multi social media, MPP Semro. Mo endgame ni saying, yenjai ni yantuntia NDC. Me say, muna yana mabetena Facebook. Ahi ham kikan kwasi asem no, ena Mahama yesi, ena good board yesi, ena NDC yesi no. Me say inti yenya den. Yenya den yansanko fa MPP mra. Enje me busa mo say, muna ya muti Facebook ye MPP sem. Ena yebeka say tia NDC, yebeka say tia Kevin Taylor, yebeka say tia John Mahama, yebego mo di mas me say inti oya wiya yenya den. Ghana fo nkosa line no mo nya den. Omontuma MPP. Na yenim MPP. Mo endgame no. Santi ye wiya Yenina no ma convince ye say ye jai. Yes, I'm going to have Dubik Mahama Mumbra power. Ekufuad Mumbra power. Baumia Mumbra power. Na MPP for ya come once me. It's the more and more end game saying. More motor TikTok shows. Mudidi John Mahama attempt Kevin Taylor attempt say NDC no and no man sovereign saying in the ya. Inti ye tiemu ya. Now 4 years ni akosa lies here beto ama more. But Alan Besson end game in the saying. Mo end game in the say you are exciting yourselves or you are convincing us to vote for MPP. And then person busamono. Into someone in Amotia say 99.99% of the job you are doing is a waste. In the next 4 years no, yen yina ensisa ya adwene. Ye remfi bibia. Etu am boy ye DDEP ankofo wu ye. Economy no mo say no. Sika mo be wia ye enimtia. Dia mo ye ntinka 4 years ye remfi bibia na ye nyina nkosa line. Adan aye MPP. Na wan mo na eba MPP mrambedi so. Enti entina mo hye akonfo dem ye dede no. Entina mugu social media gu TikToker mo kan edi atem no. Enya mo njai because emfa. Because Ghana ni bia no na adwene ye adwuma. Obesori anopa say 4 years oh me koto e die pa na NDC be ye e chen kwase afo wi. NDC abodam kura no. NPP nkwase adom ye no ebeka etim 100 years. Enti yanse san ya adwene na yenya den ni enti mo se yenya den mo TikTok mo se yenya den. Bibusam question o. Ana me hu mo TikTok na mo kasa na mo didi atem na mo didi NDC fo atem mo didi matem. Ana me busam se enti de abokeka ni nyina ne de abugu Facebook ye no yenya den. Ye hu NDC MPP so munim nyansa enti mo nsambra power. Why na de mobile power? Why na the mobile power? Why na party MPP for being? Moko cry MPP for free baby and I say the enemy ya wemo. Wemo na sango for wemo. I want to show you wemo.
Honorable Member of Parliament has committed no crime. Raises curtain on issues that warrant national conversation. Look, I'm a young person. What I see happening in this country, the level of drug abuse is unprecedented. So if there's any cause for alarm and it is raised, if there's nothing, there's nothing. But what kills anybody in this country if there is some investigation and we say, oh, nothing untoward has happened, or if something has happened, you know, we find, you know, rebuke for the people involved. Simple. The honorable member speaks, and
those words can't be used on channel.
Absolute buffoonery, nonsense.
Oh, come on! You can't
Yes.
use those words on TV. That those words can't be used on Channel 1 TV.
Okay.
That I would say we
Yes.
apologize to our viewers.
No,
But no. This is my station. I mean, let's speak and address the issues as it is.
Yes.
Now
Because Felix wants somebody reprimanded, sits in his office, and
not Felix per se, but the president also directed that
my brother,
he
in this
collaborates
country,
with the security
there's
officers to do that.
there's nothing under this sun Sami Jefi has not said and walked free under Kufuor. There's nothing a Blackwell did not say in this country and walked free.
Wemo. Na Sami Jefi kan de na wa ebone a ene Kufuor man nante a ade ntilo obi adi bone nda yamani pa nante. Ah, na ka de Sami Jefi kan no sanketia mbra ade ne Kufuor anche no. De okuja to Blackwell kan in the past no sana etia mbra ade na aban anche no. But the way I need Tiamra, Tabana Bechero. Where Muntina, Motiti TikTok no. Where National Youth Organizer of the NPP. They be Amunya Teni Bako, no more Jimmy, no dear Nim. On and hoarding. We in trying to cut you, no hoarding, on a munimuni, on a contokwa. Quasia when I can say NPP, elusi election, yen trinity, Quasiato. Montafono, Women Musho, Momo, or my Jimmy, Omunum Guminumasi. Yen Teni Jimmy Bako. Kweheni krom yenye nsuo party abetena so 8 years ba wo miana ngasa krom wentumi point develop 8 years kwateboto abegino and full we did and what Sami Jefi kod krom kwasiampe ye kod krom Mustafa we kod krom nsuo nipa benom nipa nibi ode ne kwasie di party we 8 years ya jonso ano anom oh ya be kuntokwara ma I have boys Jimmy kwateboto obensie nyanse hu se opese opre bibi kod krom no onye obetena nkran di jantra fo echi kwasia kwateboto we don't understand de bi ne kuntokwa enti mo amugu TikTok edidi atam tititi shrines akonfo dem etitam ho no ne ade no enti nka mo hwia na nka eden ye nyina se oh my ade o mo de mo tu yafo ankasa mo na ma kire no kure no enti enko eden ye goto ba BP arabo bodam They say, into the name yellow TikTok no, any abosom platforms so those shrines na mutiti mu no. Into kamuka kan nyina wi I say maka semo dia mo kan dia won papa and dia kwa koto am MPP. Would you see a Jimmy o? And dem just end game ne den. Say ya nyina nsesan ya adwene. Den to aba mamo. Yen to aba ma this enko sankofo we ya. Enya we mu na mo ka se enko to aba ma omo no. We mu
Mahama say Obama skase munye demonstration session. So o ship almost market pa baby and this for bia mo attack wo. Chairman, me say so mu de basabasa bia ba baby and this for bia so ya attack wo mu bi.
Two wrongs doesn't make a right.
What's it right? When there is no peace, say peace in the war. What I say? No justice. Sir, asumdwe ni ho papa pay ni ho emma eti nipa no mawa asumdwe no I dey da papa pay aka I don't want to make a time say too long doesn't make a right now abra Jacob owi aninua iso
we muntina mo TikTok no yenya den ye remfi no abemo e no make allegations we muntina yenja de ye nyina MPP for aka asem asemesi de sibi watena Facebook watena abosom dem ateta no ho de ye nkoto ma MPP na ye nyina ye jai ye sorry ya ye MPP ena mo hwe ne o na mo bawu me say into wentina moteta mo ho e wa abosom dem no ma hye abosom dem tata mo no edit TikTok no ende be che bronika se be che no bo nsa no a na se munyina wanhwa enu time MPP mra power no na munyina mawu etinka yenjai bibia went yensan go back to way go for a pa these are the characters yeni o matena 8 years inti yenya den dia mo kana yentie Mahama ho ehi Kevin Taylor ho ehi Kevin Taylor na yere na hwe no Kevin Taylor nya adwuma da Kevin Taylor de Kevin Taylor no tan and Sami Jefia gold board some George nya yen entianu nti yen jai ne enkoto aba ma MPP na de na mo pesa mo kire ai mu njai mama galam se ne njai ende ya enu nti na yen nyina yen njai na yen sori na pase ye koto aba ma MPP ne enkoto fa wa mo mra bo pa de ana Sankofo ya ne enkofa mo msa famra It's the name of Facebook, the TikTok, and Moody at Temno. Yansanko for MPP, Brahma has idea with him. Hey, anytime we tell some fear, what a tamono. Eradi Yankobo. I know some end game, the day, one to TikTok, yes, I know, and John Mahama, and a dick can tell at them, and not it's Yenya Dane. Into Yen Giant Sanko for Wayman San Famra.
Sir, I come by your year. Sir, you better platform so no. I come by me come what it's in for money rollings in the share memoir since 1981 to 2001. And tough for no more gun and dear Panama, we are messing for no. And tough for Sikaya free rolling stamp when it Muslim for a sign. And it be a sinful send a diaconan name you know. Liman, any a Mahama. Omudia kunyana dia no mochema a double Mahama to be in the same war. O akamba akwasira wakodina okro muslimo okro muslimo yanka o se waya judge nka mo kankran sebi ntafo no fani munyansa munyasika mabaka south mumfa gitiri bukro na mo sole ekro ma tantantai esimfo amaba south nyina se ne ko bukro akọ pese o secretary di o se organizer dia a school for no gina na yenya baby na if you teach esimfo no apart from the woman for no move see than papa no e for the see than papa bi amu jaba nyo entafo se na di Ghana konya Mahama be di mfie na no sika we de onfa mo asum me nsa de nyina no Mahama first ka no anka se onfa ko si hotel Dubai en confirm ne ade nya se tuko sika di ma se onfa mo asum no the whole Ghana ye japade ye nya ne se for na dis kana boa mo mo se fu na mo de titisire mo ho no Asante Fante aye dokoko ene bro dokoko no asante for ma se ne mom scholarship listen for man kwada mo coach school free na na Dubai na why say no sisi interest obi atimi ko bi o akamba uja di san kwasasem no wo si ya judge oba ye ndie no ye no siremu wo ba no mabeka nkra mabeka kumase since 79 to 2001 no how many years 20 something years no na mo no runs for no runs the boys ka be position be na nkutam je na mo ye siremu na mo se funu class sama mo keka ze kufuado wonye de na mamo for the nyansa de mu hu bi da no akamba
entimu amu ye MPP ye kasama MPP no ye remfi we nyina ne yenya den yenkoto aba ma MPP nipa be na mo de ne ba hwan mo we mu a enya akoe na di ba omi echi na nsem kumase no ayurade motete abusumfie na moteta mo ho ena mo gu TikTok entina nka mo se yenya den mibusa se mo ko ship MPP fo bi firi baby aba na se dade ya sa nkwasiafo ya enti yenya den 4 years no ye remfi we nyina yempepa memo bi ankai ne santam Ghana mankofo we mu na ye ne om de da ho ne om tie o bibia sesa yo omo de di ba omi echi di Kennedy Japan echi edidi o se echi mensa bonsu om di eye afenyo makrichi enti ye be se ebusa mo amukasa ma MPP no mo wi a mo akofa nipa bi afiri baby aba na anase we mu a ye ka o masemi we mu a na se mo akofa intina me busa ma ana mentem ase mo end game ne sen what is your end game Sami Jemfia Bodam, or your cromfo, way say, or your cromfo, can tell about your cromfo, Mahama your cromfo, yati. And this is for the interior yenya dang. Ana ye mo kwakofa, we are mosakofa Briana.
In the first 2 years of an MPP administration, under this Infrastructure for Poverty Eradication Program, where every constituency will get $1 million every year for rural and deprived communities. Under this program, there should be no village or community in Ghana after the first 2 years that would have a water problem or a toilet problem. That would have, after the first 2 years, that would have a water problem or a toilet problem. After the first 2 years, that would have a water problem or a toilet problem.
Wow. Maybe Sabo. Where moi? Moka se MPP mra ye NDC nye ena dia mebusao. Team we ana Musa deba. Anamu kofa MPP bi free baby aba. Eni jana sometime me hwemo na mo ya me mobo. Because Ghana for say na mo convince. Jana yenye. Inti yenyina next 4 years ye remfi bibia na yenye den. Ana mo kofa ai candidate no mo bebre ho. What
will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel. They all come together.
Where before, madam? Moana moboda mom. And before, I said naturally, I said mobodam. Muluzu about I said munyina mobodam. Where muna mudi mobile, some go for be free for na aba. More candidate me.
What will be the first thing you do as president if you're elected in 2025?
Changing the mindset. What I'll do is, and I've started, it's good you came up with this question.
We are signing out. I just wanted one thing you do.
I'll bring all musicians together to let them come up with heroic songs, and we'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel, they all come together. Organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel. We'll organize a concert like We Are the World. R&B, high lives, reggae, gospel. They all come.
We more na mudi omobai go. We more. Anything I'm saying, abusunfie tata tam hono. Ada mo bodam. Ana ehwe mo na mo yesre. Ma serious. They say. There's then I'm go me. Yeah, kaka omo. Me pese mu say, mo am TikTok na baby before. I don't second of Jimmy on. Inti esiano. MPP na mo ye campaign na mo didi atam na de ene ya say no. Inti enjai bibia ne we mo anase mo ne foforo bi na eba. Ana mo refi bi ohun. See atia. Ana yorefi.
And on this land, we are doing something that is very interesting. We are building a garden like the Garden of Gethsemane, where we are going to have even the Wailing Wall and all that right here on this land. And we are going to bring every fruit and vegetable in the Bible, every single one of them in our garden, so that people can come and see what they read of and they have been thought of in their Sunday school. Not that when you are done and you want to have a taste of it in a restaurant, there will be a designed restaurant and a dedicated restaurant that will feed people that want to taste of the fruit and the vegetables and the kind of food that there is in Israel. So there are a lot of interesting things that will be going on here.
Yeah.
So a lot of people think that we are just building a church that people are coming to sing and pray. No.
There's a lot more to it, but there's also a concern. With these flowers you're talking about, the plants and the fruits, can they grow on this land?
We are bringing
on these grounds. We're in Ghana.
Israel was a desert. Israel is now the best in the forms of agriculture. So we are not just going to bring somebody from Gosu to come and plant them. We are bringing experts. That is why our architect is Kofi Ejei, the most expensive and sought after architect in the world. You see, to build a great cathedral, you need a great architect. And so with all the technologies and with all these gardening, we are not just going to ordinary people to come and do it for us. We want to set the base here so that
before we so Kusibuati ne sank eti wemuna anything motivate TikTok nana yan ko famo mera 4 years na mo be den mo won ko fofoforo bi anase mo body bibi foforo bi ba na mo de nipa foforo bi firi baby ba na mo nya Ghana fo ana people no mo de India fo be di anim sa sadia mo ma hu na say we mu adia and 42 years no de activated papa. It is fully activated because from what I am seeing, so you're Ghana now from the work the NDC government. Now look at this. Issue I spoke about it briefly. GRA surpasses Q1 tax revenue target, collect 41 billion. First quarter 2025. 2025 afiwe mono. First quarter the GRA Ghana Revenue Authority omanya mfaso target no ma hiti abroso. Eti yenjai NDC no. Na ya mefa mo mra. Oforiata Ekufuado Gabi Ochredako Bawomia Bamti Yankofa Oseche Mensa Bunsumra Napo Yankofa de Kentry Kennedy Yankofa Mbeden Omome Ashanti Regional Minister no sa MPP Nino now Momeden Yebusamo no Momeden because we are looking at positive numbers. Intimacy demonstration amopesa mokono mongo ehia papa well person ye galamse demonstration ehia me pesa mo ye 2 weeks continuous mundidi bokote donda so dindiren mo ya galamse de beko share intibo person demonstration bia kwanda ho we are the world muntim hungu wurem semwa because na no ana mo amokofa baaye excavators no nanu ya na mwam kofa ba stone how be nanu ya na mwam kofa excavators ne ba nanu ya na frimpon bo attend the report ba say ketijemfu a samia wuku Lord Komi Ekufuado Gabi kweku bako nanu ya iti mobeko demo nanu ya iti obia stop obi ha ehia sande de chichire man aban de starting the juma oya ne kakra it wa wo feel say aban ko slow no you have all the right to demonstrate mama Ghana police and stop you obia or Ghana every demonstration is good say aban drew and solve it so there's no problem here but yebusa say sir positive numbers here ye win positive numbers ye win 84 years no na ye den ye be fam aba na ma be ye den because Ghana politics here enya hinie. So I don't know where you fit in Ghana politics, MPP4. I don't really know where you guys fit. Because Ghana politics is not chieftaincy. Saying Ghana politics, then we can give the NPP some room. Because we know that what you people are good at, what the MPP is good at is ahinie, ahinsam. Yanko bo hiniwei, yanko chwa hiniwei ti, yaniwe nkoko, where do you need power so be we, and na moya adie. Yanko for since your hine waha, yanko dio hini we atem, yanko kasa we dio sa chen ye hine, on hini we dio sa, we ene na mo ya de, but se se ye chichire man, yen si hine. Sanka ye be si hine dia, anka MPP no, anka more chance to come in. But as we speak, we are building. This is governance. This is not chieftaincy. There's a line between governance and chieftaincy. And the NDC understand governance. But the MPP is more in depth with a chieftaincy. And Ghana is not ready for a government that, for a party that will have its priority. A chieftaincy. No. Anytime people say, where do you people fit? We don't have any space for you. 42 years. This party, you will never come back to power. Look at this. And the NDC government, I can't say, straightforward. John Mahama NDC say, government dissolves National Cathedral Secretariat. National Cathedral Secretariat na amount for daso area sikano abine guno investigations eba be start. Inti yenya den inti sanya wo nyina yehu no yenja ne toma MPP. Ayesovu eni asovu galam say be oni fra bibi den concurrent. Yeye we ni eye we. Inti sanya mapa we nyina yehu no. Yati krom ha mamatam over $57 million. Edi in the name of Cathedral. Yes, you rain fee 4 years, you rain fee. Na ya mamon samra. Na mo people for me say Jimiana. This is what we call governance. What the people voted for is what the government is doing. You people don't understand governance. You understand chieftaincy. Ahinie. And intina, when your opportunity to rule or to govern, you are more into ahinsam than thinking about the plight of the people. But party no, I will say yedi kosia himfie ni yedi diasem. So the NDC government today, as we speak, 92 days, they have dissolved the National Cathedral Secretariat. Yoguno. Now investigations eba be started. Wa udi sikebiano yebehu aban papa niye. This is Abai Papa. John Mahama, San National Cathedral, no, just build children's hospital, just any children's hospital, build something with it. Adebia, Ebema Ghana for Nyanya Faswo, we did not bargain for any cathedral. When you're friend governance, there are people who are leading us. They need a penny to Wabano and then a bine. It's a mibusawo. When I would to Udi Matem. Wa uti peace at edi matemono. Edi entina otuaba. Otuaba se ekufu adu ntina bemu. Ba omi ntina bemu. Chema untu ntina bemu no nye galam se yempene eno yempe. Wona uti asante bemu di matemono. Di entina otuaba. Otuaba se die yemfa National Cathedral sika ne mankwasi afobi no mundi. In the name of National Cathedral yempe eniti tutia eye MPP. Wa uti peace at edi matem wano po etise the corner flag no me busa wo me se die ntina woto aba 2024 no oto aba say double track nka dabi ye ne tutia double track and ntina aban no sesa double track wa woti PZ edi matem we use wa hemu a wo manyina eyi ase na akonye mo no me busa wo me se die ntina woto aba 2024 oto aba se die oto aba se Ekufo na busuafo omofa bibia fere japade mra na omo mawie sika ne yegudie nya dabi ye pese otumfo enye gudie eni na NDC abanba ya yebie gold border ye behwe gold so na chema wontumi ensensa ase nkunipa enti ye to ma se ye mesesa eye de ensa anwoma no enti oso ti ase ade kudie enti ye to aba enya how you feel. It's about how we the good citizens of Ghana attach a tribe, attach chieftaincy to our decision. How we feel is what is happening. Because Ghana ni onimi nyansa no or to aba onfa tribe ntu ni trim onfa ahinie entu ni trim or the governance or mine chechire de betu ni trim enti wa wunimi nyansa na okoto aba ode wona na din ka ho ode akonwa wodi echire din ka ho ode tribe a ka ho asa the party ye ne ekoto aba based on government ebe develop ye ya brabo ene o mine no ye na ye decide abai no ene Ghana no enti mo amanye sa ade no without due respect ye ni time mamo mumu bi mu agimi afewati ase inti a simple thing from Professor Frimpong Boateng na okama aban ho mebusa mu MPP fo amote social media dede edidi Mahama atem edidi Kevin Taylor atem say inti esia no yenjai mame yenya den yentuma MPP. This is the MPP.
Prof, you know, we can't be talking about your ministry without asking you on this critical issue, the missing of the 500 excavators. Quickly, explain to us what happened.
It is no excavator, 500 excavator. Who said that? It was somebody who threw that into the
media space.
Yes, it's a media space to tag something on Frimpong Boateng. What am I doing for 500 excavators?
What really happened, Prof? What was the true story?
The true story is that at the start of the Operation Vanguard thing, the soldiers were supposed to arrest the excavators. And they go into the forest where they are doing the mining, and they remove the control board.
Okay.
So if they remove 20 control boards today, they will report that they have immobilized 20 control boards.
Once they are removed, there's no way those excavators can move.
But then when you go away, they'll bring new control boards and fix them, and then and off they go. So we got a report that they had immobilized over 750 something excavators. So we appointed somebody to go around and check. When we went around, I think we got about 150, 200 that we could see. Okay. The rest had either been given to the owners or they put in some
extra parts
and moved them away.
Okay.
And then somebody put it out there, from Bob Martin has taken 500 square. What am I going to do with it? There was an orchestrated scheme, even within the party and the government.
To get you out.
So that, look, why is it when I left, now everybody is in the forest? At that time, you dare not enter the forest. You know, but as I said, I don't want to go into details now because I have a lot to say on that. But let me tell you that I did not take one excavator for anything. And they know the truth. Now things are coming up. We know those who are behind it, and the party people who are there, people in government, including Jubilee House, who are doing Galamsey and so on, even now. So let Frimpong Boateng stay in his corner and enjoy his retirement.
MPP before. Anna Busamo say, Anna Mugin said, Nancy Mete say, drones na mokoto for Galamsey no. Samuel Abujinapo. Or say one two drones bia. Met my invoices of the drones. To drones to be as expensive as 80,000 euros. Yeah. Part we are dangerous. Yeah. Me the things I have. Sa boat no mkoto to moves as a boat no wing. I can show you document of drones no. Met my invoices how much these I have all of them. Invoices how much for the pictures of the drones. Sa speedboats no. Me what invoices I can show you all of them. This particular one. I know sometimes I don't. This is they purchased it from Qingdao Yamen Raiwu yacht manufacturer. I'm talking China. They bought the yacht for Mamicho, Metmacho Doc MPP. I know Busamo say. I don't know TikTok you know. I know more yesterday. You ran fina yan to Abama MPP and I said yeah. Speedboat tibini yeah. Amount omutobi 58,000. Yeah, when you maybe. Sometimes I don't know nyoma because monya be breach them. Share nyoma wa mkoto tono invoice am de no. 9M aluminium boats, $38,000. Now Yamaha 4-stroke 11 115 horsepower 2, and then so omotono 10,446,000. Yamaha 4-stroke. Anomoto hydraulic control 1 and it's almost 1,000. Who can you about $59,000? Mumujan says about in way. Met match another document. Or China Medini Bachelor. These are the boats I'm talking about. About we invoices I'm no. In Kwasiafu social media no yet. And John Mahama yes say. So boats when you way where are they? You know the things we have. Mamin Chow there. I have invoices. Nyoma Mamincho. We the ready we boom. We Republic of Ghana import declaration form. IDF. Me say amewu mu say amewu say drones no way amewu. On it Samuel Abujinapo. When we are drones no. Yeah, you see application date 15/4/2019. Expiry date and 2020. Currency United States dollars. Customs Kia. Payment method. Country of supply China. Net weight any gross amount national say 48,000. What did they buy? Import name and address. Ministry of Environment, Science and Technology. TIN number national. Exporter name and address. Applicants. Unimukofu adiom diamu. Intana me busa mo MP before na mo TikTok ne say munim de eba na de bia mo so adam ye de mo tete abusumfie eteta mo ho no munim de eba. You have no idea. Munko busa Peter Amewu say drones no wen. I have invoice of every single thing. Amu yaram da question from Paul Boateng and from Paul Boa Amewu Peter Amewu oye wi chem bibia on it Samuel Abujinapo. Mrs. drones no to mu say wen. Amewu knows where all the drones are. Samuel Abujinapo knows. Me wa invoices ni nyina. Eti ana mo betena Facebook, na mo TikTok, na mo jimi mo me twitwa na me sre. Enti anya den. Ye nja de ye nyina na anya den. Na ye mbedi MPP echi ni enkotoma MPP. Ana mo bodam. Yeah. See this. Mo mekire mo nyoma me eba. Now, this is another thing we all have to pay attention to. ECG. You see, TUC4 akasa about ECG. At the end of the day, no. Almost say, say, the TUC reiterates opposition to privatization of ECG. Now, so TUC4 Trade Union Congress, almost say, the Ghana Trade Union Congress, TUC, has reiterated its opposition to any attempt by the government to privatize the Electricity Company of Ghana. The TUC, in its comments on the 2025 budget statement and economic policies of the government, recalled that in 2017, in their submission to the then Akufo-Addo government, in response to its first budget, they stated their opposition to the intended privatization of ECG. Now, you see, Trade Union Congress for and the Omaba Bontene say, Oma to say a buying a per se or ton a ECG. Now, utie almost story ni year almost say they feel say adekudientia ECG entumi ngina na so sebio ECG no and I say almost deka bibia nkoso no say almost when say a lot of political interference into utie TUC4 a almost say mema aban we emfa ECG enhye de ankrankra bia nsem ema ne manage na emom no almost the 2017 almost catch Akufo-Addo kra time a NPP for your budget say Mema omo emfa eye ECG ensha ankrankra nsem na yen keep no wo aban nsem na utie eye de TUC4 press conference na omo press conference mu no omo saka say eye de ema ECG no egunu no nyina ne say political interference politicians na omo nsa hihye mu a ema ECG no entumi nyina na so. So the question here is, if it is politicians and political interference and ECG engine and aswa, then what do we have to do to make sure that politicians don't have direct access and direct manipulation of ECG? What do we have to do? Because from the time I hear ECG bedunne, from Akufo-Addo time ebedunne, the ECG has incurred a lot of debt. Now, you people are most of you TUC, must say at the end of the day, political interference, and ECG Jumanen Koso. So if it is political interference, then we have to try private private operation of ECG. Now, what I believe, say, I was a buy way and say, they need to hand over ECG to a Ghanaian company that is private to manage ECG. To give ECG to a foreign company, I don't agree. But I believe, say, the government should privatize ECG. The government should have a say in ECG. The government should have enough shares in ECG. But a Ghanaian company that is capable of running and managing ECG, that we as a people, we can question. No? I think the government of the day should take that decision. I don't agree with TUC because from day one, You people have said, politicians now might interfere in the selling or in the work of ECG. So if the politicians have been interfering, and we have seen political interference, then why don't we give it to a private company that we can also supervise as a government? Because government Ebiane say afenyo marking or a member of parliament or to board. So if it is a private company, afenyo marking will not get the opportunity to go sit on ECG boards and still with Dubik Mahama. No. Dubik Mahama enye nipebia ewose okodi ECG enim. If it is with a private company, we can hold them accountable. Today, they are shifting blames because the same politicians who are supposed to hold people we have given jobs to deliver accountable. No, the politicians have connived with criminals like Dubik Mahama and they are duped Ghanaians. It is a TUC, a solution to our problems when it comes to energy supply. And as an electricity company of Ghana, we need to make sure, ECG, you are privatizing them. Government has decent shares in it. We can give it to a Ghanaian company that is legitimate enough, that has experience enough to run ECG so that we will cut out the political interference. But Samubeka say you don't agree with the government. Say our intentions be to privatize ECG. Now Osaka say it is because of political interference. And then what do you want? Then the question to ECG is say, what do you want? You need solutions. There's a problem. We have been fighting this problem for years. Yet Tikromha and another Danko for the MPP for. Before Ekufuor about power, na idea friend PDS, the United States ye energy sense it had been there before Ekufuor came to power. John Mahama time, at Atamel's time, they were able to use the money judiciously. Emma etumi ye jume beye Ekufuor MPP about power from 2017. Yeah, this is free US. Say famwa ye energy sector and PDS no discano political interference. Till date, Mahamudu Bawumia Oma green light mu change the document, the statement to allow PDS group Ekufuor, Bamti, Gabi Mudiano to enter to steal our money. Mahamudu Bawumia or a politician, to Obianko jail. So why is it say we have seen all these things over the years and we have an option to hand over ECG to a Ghanaian private company? Why don't we do that and then see how it also turns out? Because at this point, we have tried one way. You said the result that keeps coming in a negative. We have allowed the government to run ECG and we have never gotten to a point where we are satisfied with what ECG does. Their services, their corruption and all that. Now we have an option to let a Ghanaian private company to take over ECG to see what we can get out of it. Because at the end of the day, if the TUC, your argument is that there are political interference into ECG into Minyerejuma, then let's take the political interference out by handing it over to a private entity, which is Ghanaian. Oba Kromha, private companies, and they run the America energy system, and they run the America power system, because the government believes companies no more America, they are capable of managing energy. So the government makes sure it has oversight responsibility, and then the companies are the ones managing the energy. So we can also do same. What I don't like is us going out there and bringing a foreign company to take over our electricity company. I want a Ghanaian-owned company in Ghana to do what? To run ECG. Because enya kra anticipate. Enya kra anticipate. So I disagree with TUC. I disagree with the group. They just want to be heard. They just want to distract Ghanaians. We have gotten to that point where we need to understand we cannot do the same thing and get the same result for all the time. We need to change our tactics. ECG, we need to change the way we run ECG. So the government, because the government privatizing ECG, it does not mean government is selling ECG. It means government at the end of the day is trying to let private investors come in to also add their expertise and also how they can use their expertise to generate enough revenue that they are not able to generate. So technically, government wants a way that a private entity can also come in, pump money and generate enough revenue. That is why you can say privatization. So because of privatization and just say yeah, tam ECG dia check. And you say yeah, tam dia show bin sem. It is government in collaboration with a private entity to run our property. Meaning, the day-to-day running of ECG will be done by the private entity, and the government will have a responsibility to overlook what the company is doing. And most importantly, when the company is a local company, it is good, because then we Ghanaians have a share in what is happening. Because that local company, we know where it's from, we know its track record, we know the people it's going to employ, we know its width. So we can actually help build. And like I say, government privatizing ECG, it is not as a government at time ECG sit and say, and nobody acquire private company. No. Government is looking for ways to sustain the ECG. Per a TUC statement to say, too many political interferences, when there's an introduction of a private entity and a privatization, the government will not have too much interference in the day-to-day running of the ECG, meaning the illegality and the corruption that we are screaming about, that will be taken out. So we will get a lot of revenue, ECG will be run efficiently, and then we will get what we want to get out of ECG. So as simple as that. Why are we sitting here making some old men who will die soon decide for us? So we need that privatization. We need that collaboration. Government needs to privatize ECG. Because ECG, if government had partnered a private company, anka afenyoma can kwasia we continue kotena so board no so enwieska. Anka dubik Mahama, anka onye opportunity no en kotena so enwieska. So we are all for privatization of ECG. It should be done by or with a Ghanaian company. We don't agree, say, a foreign company should come in and take ECG. No. We believe there are Ghanaian companies that are capable of running ECG, and we need to hand it over to a Ghanaian company. Finito. Now, asem way asem ya edaponoso. Edaponoso, you see Chief Justice. Chief Justice asem. Wait, asem way asana make bino. Abuache.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer my. Abuache. You will for Belgium Pan. You want to see Belgium Pan. It will do a Belgium Pan. Why you Why round what? Why you Why round what? Why you Why round what? Why you Supuno? Why round what? It will for Belgium Pan. It want to see Belgium Pan. It will do a Belgium Pan. It will do a Belgium Pan. Why you Why round what? 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 Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why round what? Why you Why round what? I want it. Original. I will move for Belgium. I want to see Belgium. Where you mind
All right, you're still live on Loud Talents TV. My name is Kevin Akoberu Taylor. We are live on radio, we are live on Facebook, we are live on YouTube, we are also live on TV. This is the #1 platform, social, political issues, and a BBAO, sound good, picture good, presentation on point. That is what modern day production is all about. You hear everything clearly. The person producing to my producers, to very handsome, very smart looking gentlemen. The presenter too, as you can see, very eloquent, beautiful, nice, handsome guy, cool, sizey, and very straightforward and smarter as well. Though, so, and then Mr. Lover, man, and you can see that there are no hitches. There's nothing like we'll be back because of technical issues. Sound is perfect, picture solid. It doesn't look like a shrine. Clean cut, solid presentation. Our humor is on point. You love us when we are funny, and you love us when we are serious. We have something special about us. You can follow our presentation. There are no animals backing. This is straight cut 2025 production. This is what we call professionalism. This is what we call dialogue. This is what we call education. This is what we call being, at the end of the day, part of a production. And that is why I always say, by the end of the day, you need to come for the fact. That's why I'm always happy when you're here, because when you're here, it means you are ready to speak truth to power and to listen to facts and wisdom. There are no jandams. There are no lies. There are no nkrubo. There are no Jimmy backgrounds. And this is solid. You can see the picture. You can differentiate green from white, blue from yellow. The colors, they stand on its own. You can see the texture. Nothing is mixed up like abenquine. There's no abenquine same here. Because and that is what God has given it, the uniqueness. You know, you can see the color separation, the toning, the explicit, clean cut, sleek, picture quality. You could say entumbo and yes, abusumfie. The sound too is clear. You can see a crisp. You can hear crisp. When I do this, you can hear that. Yes, that is quality. Comes with a lot of commitment. All right, let's take care of business. Akwame Ahado. All right, now, see your seminar ba. See your seminar ba ni say. Former Attorney General Godfred Yeboah-Dame has asked President Mahama to stop consulting the Council of State over the possible removal of Chief Justice Gertrude Tokonu. This call follows a court case that is yet to be settled. The case was filed by Vincent Eko Asifua, Member of Parliament for Old Tafo. You see, Godfred Dame, Attorney General, the criminal Attorney General. Also, John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, he should stop consulting with the Council of State. Onjai, because omwati wonfremu say or consult the Council of State, no ma pamo omo mame or sono mame, Chief Justice Tokonu. And the question I keep asking, Madam Tokonu, are you a Ghanaian? Mr. P, Mr. S, get me her definition of who is a Ghanaian. If you don't know whether you are a Ghanaian or not, why do you want to lead Ghana's Supreme Court? Because Madam Tokonu, the Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, cannot even tell me, Ekobedu, whether she's Ghanaian or not. Ontumin Chirame, explicitly. Ontumin kind of straightforward. Ontumin Mame, direct definition who a Ghanaian is. So why should any Ghanaian allow Madam Tokonu to sit at the Supreme Court as the Chief Justice? No hard feelings. I have nothing personal against her. What we are seeing and hearing, it's purely based on her conduct as the Chief Justice of Ghana. That's all. The petition we are hearing that the President has received and forwarded to the Council of State. In fact, the Chief Justice has received the petition and responded, meaning she has seen the allegations in there, meaning she has an idea, meaning she knows that some facts has been put before her for her to answer. And we all know now that Chief Justice Kotonu asked for 7 days, but the President, being a good man, President Oya Obia Obumra Edimra Sunti, or say, Madam Tokonu, take 10 days. Ebin si wo wiase da. Se Obia Momonamo Eka se, or no mon person pam Madam Tokonu no. Madam Tokonu per 7 days pay a ready petition or say no. I want to give you the benefit of the doubt. I want to give you the room to also basically defend yourself. I am adding 3 more days. Ekufuado kwasi ampenyu obetima side way. Onye da. Ekufuado is it's vindictive. See the way Ekufuado treated Charlotte Osei. One man is space to even speak. Ekufuado and his MPP thugs, they deliberately sat down and decided to disgrace a woman who has more credibility than this fashion model with their implant in front of her knees, Jane Mensah. But they did everything possible to do what? To disgrace Charlotte Osei, all because of politics. This guy, Godfred Damia, he needs to be representing, with all due respect, the PWDs in Ghana. No? He sat there and applauded Godfrey Dame, he needs to represent our brothers and sisters who fall in the bracket of people with disability, because Godfrey Dame falls under people with disability. Kowabruchia and Kopaki ewa handicap sport. And it is not a crime. It is not an insult. These are things that are happening around the world, and we need people to advocate for people with disability. But Godfrey Dame, instead of him to advocate for his people with disability in Ghana, to create the enabling environment for them also to be treated, Godfrey Dame chose to do dirty, radical politics by conniving with some people in our judiciary to run down the judiciary, to victimize people. Kwachi Jason, Kwachi Kwesen, Atoforsen, Jakpa. He deliberately decided to destroy lives. This is bigger than we think. Now back to our mother, Madam Tokonu. Yes, Mr. S, I got it. I got it. Now, my breaking adieki to ebin chiramuha. The petition that Yatrona Chief Justice Akayano. Let me break something to you. Petition na Chief Justice Akayano. Say ya pamu Chief Justice. So almost to me establishes say a prima facie case is established or whatever against the Chief Justice. Blame afenyo marking. Menka bi won kan ho. Me say Council of State for Tenase. Na omo hwe case no, na omo hu say sebio they can see say the Chief Justice here no entwa kwan mu, and that they can establish something against her from allegations na yede man no and the Council of State na. Me say Ghanaians at the end of the day blame afenyo markings. Say Tokonu at the end of the day, someone to be established BB against no. Now say or losing his seat as the CJ of Ghana. Blame afenyo marking. And people will understand what I'm saying. Say a pamu Chief Justice. Because petitioner ewohono. Say at the end of the day, someone to be established BB against the Chief Justice. Blame no one than afenyo marking. Because you see, the Chief Justice allowed her friendship, her deep family friendship with Afenyo Markin to cloud her judgment. Anytime I catch say, what is the Chief Justice? For now, nobody can say or you're guilty or not guilty about the allegations. But say Council of State for Shia, now say almost to me back to that point. No, because the Chief Justice, at the end of the day, what they have seen, there's something that should kick you out of officer. He played a big role in the exit of Chief Justice to Cotonou. Me, I know nothing, but that is all that I can tell you. Me say, Madam Tokonu, her relationship. Do you know she has family ties with Afenyo Markin deep? It's an extended family. She allowed family to take over her professionalism. She allowed Ebusiasam to take over the office she occupied. And then I say, the Chief Justice, Ebia, the Americano, Nyaminti, Enya dia, no, Obenya problem, no son to be kipi. Now, the Chief Justice, so o loses our seat in near Pamona. The whole Ghana, Mumblebu Kasongo 99 afenyo marking, or no? Entina Chief Justice, say, Council of State established Bibiana Yonwa. Enti me, I know nothing. Me who petition bia, but what is me to say Ghana? What is me? I Ghana for you use your agony. But ebi wa yani agony deep chambi. Ebi yani die so die. Ebi yani your vision. Ebi yani no. Ebi yani to be deep analyze issues. Near to me conclude. Anytime I can say, per the dreams I had, the vision na mi nyaya no. So Chief Justice ya pamona kasongo 99 afenyo marking ya pamono. Intermediate, I don't know what the Council of State will do. I don't know what they will establish. I don't know what the president will do. I don't know the next move. I don't have an idea about anything. You are just like me. I'm just like you. Mr. S, get me Chief Justice video in here, pass me bo. Yeah, the same. Because all the documents, they have been sealed tight. Chief Justice Saka near sealing the demand. Also the Mr. President near sealing the demand president. In the document near tight. But me da na me so da ya de bia afenyo marking sisimeni so. De bia and Diane no the afenyo marking Chief Justice here no, it can play a role in Osino Mahama going home. I have no knowledge about this, but I'm using my experience as a journalist. I am putting one or two together. I am trying to also think deep, but my vision now I am letting you know. Kasongo 99. Ghana so ya dear been there. Now office, a public office, you need to be very, very careful. You should not use public office to favor people. Don't. Your relationship with people should not overshadow the oath you have taken. You should never do that. And anytime I say Chief Justice, from the vision I have, if anything is established against it, for now we don't know. Maybe Crampo, there's nothing in the allegation. For all you know, there's nothing. Because if there was something serious, and maybe a Chief Justice Crampo could respond, but maybe there's nothing in there. Anything maybe or respond because Anka empty and forget we be anyhow. But if something is established from the vision I have, I could have in your marking. Because the vision I had yesterday, me have in your marking. And the kind of things he was saying, and the things he has done in the past, since summer I was say, me get 1 and 2 na make see near. Say Chief Justice, say you to me establish BB against her. Now you have in your marking. That's all I can say. Mr. P, Mr. S, I'll be back. I don't have much to say.
Yo, we are best fishermen. No, no answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium, 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 it was a Belgium, 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 it was 2 Belgium, 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 why you're why round what? Why you're why round what? Why you're why round what? Why you're super why round what? It was for Belgium, 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 it was a Belgium, 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 it was 2 Belgium, 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 it was a Belgium, 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 why you're why round what? 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 Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Yeah, we papa no, what one is the motto? Why round what? Why you're why round what? I want it. Original.
Let's watch the Chief Justice, Madam Tokonu, time na ye vetino, Parliamentary vetino, maybe I'm a Kasim Yachro. Your video, maybe I'm a Kasim Yachro. Chief Justice, are you a Ghanaian?
My second question is about another public interest. Recently, there has been a ruling by the court, and on the 17th of July 2020, My Joy Online reported, and he was quoting our colleague, the Deputy Minister at the time of Justice, as saying that, for instance, birth certificates are not a proof of nationality. And this is a comment he made in relation to a ruling from the Supreme Court.
When I take the form you fill to get a birth certificate, for instance, they call it a birth registration form, Form A. B, a portion called B, particulars of mother. Under that, 9, it states a national of. So the mother has to state whether he's a Ghanaian or she's a Ghanaian or not. And then when you come to C, under that, 16, also the father, you have to state the national of the father. When you come to the certificate that is issued to the person, it is quite clearly written the nationality of the person, because the person has ticked the 2 boxes. The mother or the father is a Ghanaian. Therefore, he or she qualified to be a Ghanaian. So if today, the ruling, according to our colleague, is that a birth certificate is just a mere record of birth, what then is a proof of nationality in this country? And I will be very happy, because I see in front of me probably the most senior people in the judiciary in this country. And I think Ghanaians who are ordinary like me may want to know, if I hold my Ghanaian passport, is it a proof of my nationality? Is my birth certificate a proof of my nationality? So I want to understand the understanding of that ruling, why it is as if a birth certificate is not a proof of nationality. Meanwhile, on the form, you will have to certify clearly that you are a national before you are given a certificate as a national of this country.
Honorable Member, Honorable Chair, citizenship is a matter of law. Nationality is a matter of law. Certain jurisdictions, being born in that place makes you a citizen of that country. In our country, being born in Ghana doesn't make you a citizen of Ghana. It is your relationship with your mother. It is your mother's identity, your father's identity. It is your lineage that determines your citizenship. So, that form records, that form is actually an international requirement. We must know where everybody is born. That form assists to know your antecedents. But beyond that, your nationality is derived from the information on that form. It is not the evidence of your nationality. It is the beginning of appreciating how your nationality must be determined.
Madam, you were playing with words. You could not answer the question. So you yourself, you know you are not a Ghanaian. You can't even tell me whether you're a Ghanaian or not. Citizenship is not a matter of law. It is not a matter of lineage. It is not a matter of context. You know you were lying, madam. You were just using words anyhow. You know that all the things we were saying, you see, these are the things you people do. Your own colleagues sitting behind you, they were laughing at you. And then your boy was laughing, and the other ones, the chose you, they were laughing at you. It was just an embarrassment. That's why today I'm asking you, if you can at least tomorrow come on social media or on TV, GTV, to interview you, to tell us whether you are a Ghanaian or not. Maybe it can save you. Because right now, because you don't know whether you are a Ghanaian, I believe you are not supposed to sit in the chair of the Chief Justice, because you yourself, you are not sure whether you are a Ghanaian or not. You are not confident enough. You don't have proof enough to show, say, you are a Ghanaian. So as a foreigner, why do you want to be the CJ of Ghana? Because from your definition, your mother and your father, they are the only ones who can prove that you are Ghanaian. So their parents, who will be able to prove that they are Ghanaians, you are getting everything wrong. So to me, I think you are not a Ghanaian. And if the Council of State established that you are not a Ghanaian, then you don't have the right to sit at the Supreme Court as the CJ. It hurts, but that's the truth. You are not Ghanaian. And that we cannot allow you, without due respect, a foreigner to lead our judiciary. Because you could not even defend yourself, whether you are Ghanaian or not. Now, it goes all the way back to your mother's father and your father's father and your father's father. And how are we going to establish that? It's not a matter of law. These are principles that you basically veered from, all because Ghana, our politics, we want to please humans. Now, let me tell you something. Something will happen tomorrow. That's all I can tell you. The vision is clear. Something will happen tomorrow. Ochina Friday, BBBC. Now BBBC no, it's not going to be shocking, it's not going to be surprising, but BBBC Ochina. I know nothing, you also know nothing. We all don't know anything. But as far as I know, something will happen tomorrow, and that will be the beginning of the end. 7:33 p.m., exactly 11:33 in Ghana. We have done 3 hours, 30 minutes. We'll be back tomorrow to discuss what will happen tomorrow. Because Ochina, BBBC. Na bibini siya, yenyi nebeka hwasem. My name is Kevin Akoberu Taylor. It's been a wonderful 3.5 hours. I'll be back tomorrow to discuss Ghana. You are a messenger, I am a messenger. We are all messengers who are ready and willing to speak truth to power. Remember, let us keep our eyes open. Let us focus. The government is doing a lot. The NPP, basically, they are distractors. We should not give them any room. They don't have a message. They don't have a party. They don't have any leadership. They are basically termites who just want to distract us. Let's stay focused. It's very, very important as a nation. John Mahama and the NDC, in 92 days, have done what so many governments could not do. And we believe in them. We trust them. We believe that they will serve the people. The NPP came to rule, destroy, kill. But these people are showing respect. These people are showing that they came in to serve. We will help them. We will use the truth to protect them. Let us use the truth to build our nation. Lies, it has no room in our politics. Jandam is dead. As far as I live, good people like yourself and good Ghanaians who are willing to speak the truth, we live. Jandam is dead. So Jandam Uwa, MPP Su Ewu. Be good. God bless you. God bless me. Chen Chen. Cheers. We will see you tomorrow. Gigim.
Yo! We are best fishermen. No, no answer my. I watch it. You will for Belgium. It was 2 Belgium. Why round? It was for Belgium. It was 2 Belgium. Why round? Every papa no, what one is the motto? 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 Why I want it. Original. Where you mind,